What's up, y'all? You can see from the title, I'm having a late lunch. Um, Hold on. Let's see, not in the morning, but probably sometime tomorrow. Okay, sorry about that. My phone fell and hit my foot. Hurt it did. So the oil light came on, and I just let him know that the light's on. Can we knock it out in the morning? He's like, no, not in the morning. He only has specific people to handle this stuff. I'm like, okay, but then you're gonna have to work around my schedule. I gotta make money, so we might have to do it Saturday then. I have shit to do tomorrow. So well, I'm sitting here in front of the Chipotle. The line was wrapped all the way around to where the bathroom was when I first got here. It's like an hour later because I went to the Trader Joe's to get my salad and my fruit. It's still halfway the length of the wall. People still waiting in line to get Chipotle. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. You could have made Chipotle at home all this long as time. We were waiting this long as line. I don't have patience for that. I don't. Mm-mm. I would have went into this chop place, into the Moby Dick, Trader Joe's. I got something to eat somewhere else. I know they looking at the line, but they still went inside. They must really want their Chipotle. I'm not that serious. Mm. I got some blueberries too. I can't remember. I guess it was from Wegmans. The other place I had got the blueberries from. Those blueberries were good as shit. And these are a little tart. Maybe, but they're a little tart. A little tart. Uh-oh. They had these strawberry sparkling drinks. Devin from Jamaica said hi. What's up, Devin from Jamaica? Shout out to Jamaica, man. Okay. Shout out to Jamaica. What the hell? Hold on. I had got me a little immunity shot thing. Is it in the bag? It's in the bag. So like I said, y'all, I've been eating more salads and stuff like that lately within the last 2 weeks. And it's like my taste bud is not liking this fast food stuff no more. I'm like, yeah, I'm not liking it. Mm. Ooh, that's got a lot of ginger. Ooh, ooh. Mm. It's a lot of ginger. Mix it with this juice. I currently live in Baltimore, Maryland. There's way too much ginger. Ugh. It's awfully spicy. Okay, that's a little bit better. Woo. So I was texting the homeless dude earlier. So he's trying to get his abandoned car, towed from where it is right now to, I guess, another grassy knoll. I don't know. You just gotta realize, no matter how much you want to try to help people, sometimes there's really just nothing you can do. You know. He literally is trying to get his abandoned car towed from one spot to another spot, and found a tow truck driver that could do it for like $100. So it's like you can feel bad for somebody, but it's like he's not trying to do anything to like change the situation. So that's the part when you gotta just let go and let God and just pray on it. You know, obviously he all right. He needs a camper or something, but ginger is good for you. Yes, it is, but it's very spicy. Have I ever been to Jamaica? No, I have never. Honey, I haven't been nowhere. I don't even have a passport. But I would love to come visit Jamaica. I would love to. I want to, I don't know what part of Jamaica it is where y'all go down the river and they give you the little leg massage with the clay and all this stuff. I want to do that. I want to do that. Take me through there. Take me through there on the water raft and give me my leg massage. My feet can use it right there. Shoot, my dogs is barking. I'm gonna try the ackee and the saltfish and all that stuff, and the breadfruit. I just don't eat it spicy, so I can't handle all those scotch bonnets and all that stuff. I want to try everything minus the spice. Minus the spice. I ain't eat no jerk chicken. It's gonna be too spicy. I like curry goat and stuff, as long as it's not too spicy. Oh, let me do my pen. So, today was a light day, but again, every day, it's like I'm trying to do a little bit. I'm trying to get this shit done. So at this point, it looks like I'm gonna have to move my shit by myself, which really sucks. But whatever. Big Mama gotta do what Big Mama gotta do. I hope that's not a moldy berry. Ew. Yuck. Shit, Tracy. I've been eating moldy blueberries. Orange. They have these, it's a new Trader Joe's sparkling strawberry juice beverage. So they had them loose for 99 cents. I don't know if y'all can see it because of the glare. It's a strawberry sparkling soda. So they're loose for 99 cents, or you can get packed for 3 for 99. Sorry, 4. It's a 4-pack for $3.99, which is the same price. Still $1 a can. Mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Definitely not. You got to mix that with something. It's nasty. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. Yeah, it's definitely nasty. I got me some oranges. Love my oranges. Tomorrow is going to be Friday. Hallelujah. Yeah, well, it's not hallelujah for me. It's the day that I got to pay my car payment. So I just told him that the oil thing, he talk about he got special people to work on. I'm like, look, dude, these are not like brand new cars. This car is a 2010. But he talking about he got special people, to do certain stuff. And I'm like, okay, but it already took a long time when I had to go get the tire fixed. Excuse me. So it's like it took like about an hour and a half or so, because he took forever to get there. And the Spanish dude wasn't paying me no mind. So like, this is taking time out of my day for making money. Like, I don't have time. And I'm trying to move my shit. So it's just going to have to be done probably on Monday or the weekend, because I ain't got time. What's up, Jeffrey? What the hell's going on, Jeffrey? Can you hear me? Jeffrey, what's up, Jeffrey? What's up, Mr. Ray? Did y'all hear me? Did y'all hear me shout out my vice president? What's up, Jeffrey? And to all the people that don't like it, I don't give a fuck. That's my vice president. Shout out, vice president. What's up, Jeffrey? Not that I'm just taking my little lunch break. I'm tired now. It's been a long day. Oh, yeah. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm tired, y'all. I'm so tired. Like, I'm tired. Like, for real. Like, I need a weekend off. For real. Just to get some rest. But I can't afford to right now because I got to make money. But I'm exhausted. I tried to roll down this window, but I think these damn mosquitoes out. I ain't trying to get all bit up. I'll turn the air on for a second because it's getting hot. Whew. I'm tired though, y'all. I'm tired. I dropped off a little bit of stuff that I had to take to the storage. So I don't know. We'll see what's going on. I have to work on my resume. Riz said that she would work on my resume for me, which is awesome. It's just I never got the Wi-Fi code, so I can't do no computer, nothing in the house. So that was another lie. Obviously, they said the Wi-Fi was supposed to be included, but I never received the Wi-Fi code. You heard what I said. Y'all know I don't like liars. I don't like users either. He probably a cheater and manipulator. For those of y'all that don't know, it's an inside joke. This orange is sweet too. Now, mosquitoes are little vampires. I have enough energy vampires trying to... Look, I said I feel like I'm Sookie from True Blood. So if y'all know the show, because I love my vampire stuff. Okay, I love my vampire genre movies. The ones that, I mean, I would watch Twilight, even though Twilight, they didn't stick to the regular vampire rules. And me and my friends talked about that so much that I'm into the vampire stuff. I love me some Underworld. I love me some Celine. I do. Twilight didn't stick to the rules. They don't be twinkling. They don't be twinkling in the sunlight. If any ounce of sun hits them, they perish because they vampires. Anywho, so again, I feel like Suki. I feel like here's Tracy flying around like Tinkerbell with her little fairy light. And the fucking energy vampires are always trying to suck out my fairy life force. You can't have my fairy life force. I'm sorry, you can't. You can't have it, narcissist crazy lady. You can't have it. Shit that I'm dealing with right now. You know, and when I came in the house last night, because I try not to look at them. I try not to look at them because, like, the disgust, the level of disgust, okay, it just overwhelms my whole being. So I try not to even look at him. But yesterday when I came in the house, he just had a look on his face like he wanted to say something. Like, he just had this look in his face like he wants to say something. Say something. Say whatever the fuck you feel you need to say. You done already put my shit out and all this other shit. Like, so say what you got to say. Because, like I said, no matter how much you manipulate my stuff and move it and put it here, there, and everywhere, you know, I have cleaned up the mouse poop for the last 2 days. And of course, this morning, what did I find? More mice poop. There was mice poop on my fucking tote in the closet, the bottom tote that was on the closest to the floor, that was actually on the floor. And then I had a tote on top of it. The tote that was on the floor, there was mice poop. Along the little, there's no holes in my room. Like I said, I've checked the closet. I've checked all the four corners. They're squeezing up underneath that floorboard and running around and having they ain't shit in there. There ain't no food no more. Okay, I done cleaned up and cleaned up and cleaned up. I done put the peppermint. I done put the cayenne pepper in the pine saw. I done did all that. They still free willy nilly having a good old playground time in my room. Nasty asses. And then there still hasn't been no exterminator. And then I gotta take time out of my day, you know, to move whatever I can to the storage because I don't have nobody to move the shit. During these times, me and Cece, that one time when I got my stuff into the storage, me and Cece had to load up our cars like 3 times. Both our cars. And take my shit to the thing. But, you know, he don't have a car no more. But that's how we got it done. Load up my car, load up his car, drop the shit off. Load up his car, load up my car, drop the shit off. Load up his car again for the 3rd time. My car. And that's how we got the shit in my storage. This navel orange from Trader Joe's is good as shit. It's sweet. Those blueberries were tart, but they were moldy. I don't know. Can I take a back? I don't know. I gotta find out. No wonder why they didn't taste right. Let me shine the light. Be careful. Yeah, because they almost tripped off the curb. So, I'm sure in the morning I'll have more mice poop to clean up. Like I said, I don't know how people can live that way. You know, I don't understand. And then, like I said, I've come to the realization, you know, there's not going to be anything that I could do to help the homeless dude. He's trying to get his broke down car towed to another place because they're kicking him off the place where he is right now. So he's literally going to pay. So obviously he has money from somewhere. Just because he homeless don't mean he broke. Because he said it was going to be like $100 to tow his car from the railroad track to, I guess, wherever he could find to tow it to. asked him if he would go into a facility. He don't want to go into a facility. Nothing I gonna do. I was gonna try to be helpful and do something if there was something I could do. Yeah, no, peanut butter is better. Peanut butter is better. And I mean, all of those mice that I mean, you know, my stuff was taken out the cabinets and stuff like that. So I'd have to go through the boxes and the 2 bags that are on the floor with my food in it. Yeah, I have to go through the 2 bags of food that was put on the floor and on the table where the mice were eating up my food off of the table. And there's at least 2 bags of food on the floor. God don't like ugly. That's all I can say. God don't like ugly. Okay? And this shit that's going on is exactly ugly. The shit that happened before that was truly ugly too. But you see Tracy's still thriving and surviving. I'm exhausted. I'm running on fumes right now. This is like how it feels when I work the 2 jobs. I wasn't getting barely any sleep. I would sleep a few hours and had to get up. You know, and it's like people don't appreciate shit. Like I never took a day off for 8 months. For 8 months, I worked my 4-day shift. You know, Thursday through Sunday. Those were my days to do the breakfast. And I never not once ever not showed up for not one of my shifts. Not once. For 8 straight months. And then the moment I want to take off for my birthday and my mama's birthday, to honor her memory on her birthday, it's a problem. Yes, I take the Jezebel to court because she should have left me the fuck alone. You want to be with the Muslim dude or whatever, then you bring him in your room. Okay? And I'm not going to go into the explicit details about that whole little situation. That situation was fucked up. I told the bitch to leave me the fuck alone. She was coming in my job fucking with me. I told the owner 3 times, come get this hoe. Come get this hoe that you allowed to stay on your property. Come get this hoe. He wouldn't go get the hoe. Look. Have y'all ever been to Tuckahoe, New Jersey before? Where they tuck them hoes? There was a hoe that needed to get tucked somewhere. Right then and there was a hoe. You can come and tuck that hoe in Tuckahoe. Okay? Yeah. The heifer hoe Jezebel wouldn't leave me alone. So y'all put the papers on her. And yes, I called code enforcement on the crazy Koreans too. I sure did. So see, Traci is established since people want to talk about my patterns. Okay, this is a pattern that is well documented that Traci has established. Yes, Traci will call code enforcement because what did I have to deal with at the crazy Koreans or the Belmont too? The rodents. But I had to deal with black mold and the roaches. They weren't trying to do nothing about it. So guess what? That's the first time Traci had to call code enforcement. First time Traci had to call code enforcement was on the crazy Koreans when I was still in the Belmont. That's the first time. The second time was on the crazy slumlord Spanish lady in the same neighborhood. Obviously, this neighborhood, like in Dundalk, she said they got the rodents. They got the rodents over there too. That's the second time. This is the third time now Traci had to call code enforcement because these motherfuckers nasty and just used to living with Mickey and Minnie running around, peeing and pooping all over everything, going thing, eating up people's shit. They ain't paying no bills, but they still living their best life free willy-nilly. I see they finally got that 18-wheeler and that white car, the abando cars. They finally moved those out the way. Excuse me. So like I said, Traci, you want to check on my patterns. That is truly a pattern. Traci will call code enforcement. Traci is not used to having to live with rodents. Okay, eating up my food, all up in my shit. Now I have to move the shit into the storage because I don't know if I legit have rodents in my stuff. But that's all right because God don't like ugly. Because the lies and the constant lies. And then you trying to use and abuse people. That should not be used and abused because they already been abused, Lord. They've already been used. But you're gonna try your hand too. Okay, so how is it working out for you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Um, like I said, the paralegals ain't the only ones that know how to do research. Paralegals ain't the only one that know how to pick up the phone and make phone calls. hmm That's what I'm saying. If you have something to say it in my face when I'm right there. Don't wait until after the fact to be texting my phone. Be man enough to say whatever the fuck you gotta say. You are man enough to use people and try to take advantage and all that shit. Be man enough to say whatever the fuck you gotta say. But just know, if I'm in that house, I'm gonna be recording. I'm recording all of this stupid shit. I don't trust motherfuckers at all. But I mean, at least I got some stuff done today, though. That's all that matters. Today felt like a Friday. It felt like a Friday today. It felt like Friday, for real. The weather was nice. Somebody just turned the lights off. It ended good. Nice and juicy and sweet. So when folks were messing with me recently, it's like, oh, let's hang out. The answer is no. The answer is definitely no. Definitely not. I have money to make right now. Mm, this thing is nasty. Ugh. Don't keep torturing yourself, Trace. What does it say? Cam Cam? Oh, Kara. Navel oranges. Oh, damn it. It's the seedless one. Lord, no wonder why it tastes so damn good. It's GMO. Fuckers. Look, I had opened up this pack of Biscoffs. As you can see, this the whole pack, and it's right here is what's left. These things, these little biscuits. Just grab them in the biscuits. These little Biscoff biscuits are good as shit. By themselves. You see, I tore them up. This is what I ate, and this right here is what's left. Absolutely delicious. I don't know exactly when Biscoff like literally popped up on the scene because I don't remember them being around too long or whatever. Them things are so good. They delicious. Delicious. All right, I gotta throw out my trash. And I have to make a pit stop. So the line is not it's almost 9:40 and the line finally went down. There's still like, I don't know, maybe like, I don't know, like 8 people still waiting, and the people keep gradually coming. Like, that line was wrapped around the door for like at least an hour and a half. Like, it is not that serious, sir, ma'am. Not that serious. Where's the trash can? I need to throw this trash out. It's all the way over there. Excuse me. Let me see if the glasses are dirty. I'm just looking to see if all of my tips actually downloaded, uploaded, whatever. Oh, let's see. These glasses are still dirty. Okay, I did 2 of those. So it's Judy's Island Grill and Bake Shop. I had a pickup, and then I had a pickup. Like I dropped that off, and then I had a pickup right after that. And they must have got curry something, because y'all know I leave that pineapple box in the back seat, and then I have the little Family Dollar bags. Family Dollar's been giving out these thicker plastic white bags. So where's Green Queen? Green Queen ain't in the chat. She wasn't in the chat this morning either, but I figured she was working. Green Queen, where are you, Green Queen? I'm still calling you out, Green Queen. Green Queen. Green Queen, where are you? Because I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you, girl. I'm going to have to text her. Ups, and I keep saying, while I'm thinking about it, let me just do it right now, because I haven't checked up on my folks. Where's my email? Oh. Okay, that's getting a little warm, a little warm. Pee. Okay, I can't hold it no more. I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, I was trying to hold it. I can't hold it. Oh. Okay. Nasty hole. That's having a thought. Okay. There's some nasty bitches that come and use these public restrooms. Lord have mercy. Girl, you want me to have no soap? What more soap to you? Okay. I'm gonna get some more oxy spray and spray my pants because I got sweet and sour sauce. These folks still in there eating. It's almost 10 o'clock. But they don't close until 11, so there was like at least 3 people that came and got orders just since I've been sitting here. All right, let me just trash out. I'm just gonna throw these blueberries away. They molded, so I can't eat them. I done already ate some, I'm sure. I didn't eat the moldy blueberries on purpose, though. Folks are getting ice cream, too. I think they closed now, though. Moby's is closed. Yep, Moby's is closed. I'm gonna empty out this trash. Okay. Woo. I was right here by the bathroom. Thank you, Jesus. I'm gonna have to mix this with something because this it don't taste good. It don't taste good at all. Oh, I think I got some juice. So the line finally just. Wait a minute. Some more people going to Chipotle. Y'all love y'all Chipotle. Like I said, I've been sitting here watching this line when it was wrapped all the way around the corner to the bathroom. And folks are just patiently waiting. And that would not be I. First of all, y'all know I don't really eat spice. And they put jalapenos because obviously Chipotle is a pepper. And they put jalapenos in everything, even in the rice. Like my one coworker had figured it out because I was like, if I get the little fajita bowl with no meat in it, why is it all of a sudden I get instant heat? It's because there's fucking jalapenos in the rice too. Yeah. I don't eat spicy. So I'd rather have Baja Fresh. Baja Fresh stuff is not spicy. Y'all that love your spice, you can have it. All your Dave's Hot Chicken and the Hangry Joe's and anything else that you know is going to have some heat to it, y'all can have it. Traci is spicy enough. I don't need to eat no spice. But I got done what I could get done today. I would have to go connect to Wi-Fi to send her my resume at this point, and I'm too tired right now. So somebody's singing, blasting Keisha Cole. Oh, she got a pregnant belly. Oh. Now she just cut it off. Oh. Hey, beautiful queen, the apple of my eyes. You want to give me a pie? Really? What kind of pie are you trying to give me, Mr. Parker? Ooh, Lord. The engine is loud. What kind of pie are you trying? You ain't trying to give me nothing else, Mr. Parker. So what is it? What kind of pie are you trying to give me? Yeah, that thing is loud and it's rattling. Apple pie. So is it homemade or is it store bought? Because that would definitely make a difference. Do you bake, Mr. Parker? Or you just talking shit? Oh, I gotta take these shoes off. My feet hurt so bad. Oh. That sounded weird. He a beanpole, and she's more than thicker than a snicker. I know that's right. Them tall, y'all know how I feel about them tall, skinny ninjas. Ah, come on, thing. Leave me alone, Dee Dee. We were cutting up all day. That's why I had to do Uber, because you always cutting up. There's little fairies in here. Little fairies like Sugi. Okay. I've been meaning to do that, so I said I was gonna take the time right now. What I was thinking about it. Oh, I need to take my medicine. My paralegal had reminded me to take my medicine. I had already taken my other medicine though, and thank goodness I didn't have to keep paying. It's nasty. I gotta grab one of them waters for the back. Oof, it's disgusting, disgusting. Mr. Parker is up and ready to bake. I'm sitting in front of the class for you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But see, this is what I have to say for y'all men that constantly being flirty and trying to get my attention or sort of kind of whatever. I don't know what it is that y'all think that you're doing. It just makes me realize more that Tracy's gonna be by herself. Until the good Lord decides to literally present my husband, if it's meant for me to eventually get married one day. It's not today. It's not today. And we're continuing to move forward. Life always has to continue to move forward. And like I said, y'all can't be sitting there watching every single thing that I'm doing, hustling, struggling, and all the nine, and then you have your little cutesy stuff to say or whatever, but you can't say for sure 100% and make me believe, oh yeah, I want this, I want that, and la 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 la. Ain't nobody doing shit. So that's why I'm right here. That's why I'm still right here. I haven't gone nowhere. I'm right here. Tracy is still on the hamster wheel. Yep. Because right now it's not the time. And that person, my person, most certainly has not presented themselves. And my person is not a past person. And let me clarify that too. Not like I'm saying that it couldn't have happened, at least with the XX, not with the most current ex. Some people need to take the time to work on themselves. Tracy's been working on herself for a long time. Other people do. They need to take time to work on themselves too. So you can't take two broken people and try to put them together and make a whole. It don't work like that. But I still put my best foot forward, and I care about who I care about. But once you start doing all these outlandish sorts of things, because it was funny because we've had conversation recently. So stuff that I haven't even thought about in a long time had come up. It had come up. So, I'm used to being by myself. Not like because I want to. That's just how things have kind of played out. And I'm used to being by myself. I'm used to sleeping by myself. But when you're living with somebody, it's different because you have a body that's there with you every single night. And I totally forgot that two nights they didn't come home. And they're gonna sit there and they're gonna try to convince me that they didn't cheat. And I know that they cheated. You yeah, I couldn't cheat. I ain't wear you out to that point that you weren't trying to. You had way too many bitches Facebook and numbers and shit in your phone. Don't think I'm a Virgo. So I ain't gonna forget shit. And I'm not one of them types of people to go through people's phone, but I went through the phone that time. Okay, I did. So don't think that because I'm still cordial, civil, that I forgot. Because I haven't. That was horrible. That was a horrible feeling. I was literally legit worried about them. And they were posted up at the white girl house. But now they supposedly not friends with the white girl no more. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't when I can't, when the trust is broken, like I don't believe shit that you say out your mouth. So yeah. Yeah, that literally had just popped in my head today. Now, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, because I just talked to him a couple of days ago. That was fucked up, you know. And then the white girl trying to make it seem like, well, you know, I'll let you know if he happens to be here. Of course, they did not. She did not, you know. And then he plotting with the boyfriend. Oh, well, you can bring the bitches over here. She don't have to know. Because remember, Traci was the sugar mama. Remember, I was the sugar mama. I ain't got no sugar. But I was the sugar mama. Oh, okay. Yeah, life always has to continue to move forward. And because my main thing with that, like, and I'm not even going to put it to a vote for, you know, the subscribers that were around that watched the videos. You kicked me out, dude. You kicked me out because I was standing up for myself. Traci in her mouth. It's always a problem with Traci in her mouth. Okay, fine, whatever. Like, life has to continue to move forward. You should have appreciated me when I was there. You didn't. You still conniving and doing the stupid shit with the white girl and the boyfriend. And it's too much drama for your mama. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too much. Like, I'm already going through some hard times. But again, nobody, no man should try to be in my face right now, seeing what I'm going through, trying to get my attention, thinking that you're going to succeed, because you're not. This is some fucked up shit. So anybody that's trying to get my attention right now should be in a position to help me do something. And if you're not, then leave me the fuck alone. That's just how I feel. Like, I'm just tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of the bullshit. And it's fine. I could do it. It will take me forever. But as long as the good Lord keeps waking me up every single day and putting the air in my lungs and having my heart still beating and all this stuff, Traci will find a way to get it done. I will get the shit done, even if it takes me forever. But leave me alone with that shit, for real. Like, to me, it's not sincere. It's just words. Like, and I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but it's like, I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all see what I'm going through. You literally, I come on here every single day. Y'all know when I'm sleeping in this car. Y'all know when I pissed on myself. Y'all know all the shit. Whether the people want me to talk about it or whatever. Because like I said, I'm not going to take advice from somebody. Because like some shit had popped up in my head too about that. And I'm not going to talk about it because that's my very personal business. I'm not going to talk about that part. Okay. But Traci has given and given and given and given. And then nobody that has not been supportive for anything that I do through my YouTube, which has been exactly like 95% positive. I'm not going to pay no attention to what the fuck you got to say because your opinion is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. I'm not going to pay attention to what the fuck you got to say. You know, and like I said, people that are not 100% on Team Traci, they just got to get... That's it. Because even with that, life has to continue to move forward. I'm not bothering nobody. I'm not blowing up nobody's phone. I don't FaceTime with people. There's been one person recently that I have FaceTime with. And that's not my norm. But they cool and they make me laugh. So I was like, okay, fine. Like we did video chat like a few times. I haven't heard from them in days or whatever, but I've been busy too. So other than that, Traci's still on the hamster wheel, you know, so I'm going to be on the hamster wheel for a minute. Excuse me. Like I said, people want to hang out and all this shit. I can't enjoy myself right now. Do you see all this shit that I got going on? Mr. Not Responsible that could help me do one thing. I asked you to do one thing. Did they do it? No. Okay, so there's no hanging out. Like, I'm not hanging out with you. I'm not doing nothing. Traci, staying her fat ass right here on this damn hamster wheel. That's it. That's it, and that's all. So I'm gonna have to move this stuff. I'm gonna have to piecemeal it. So however long it takes is however the fuck long it's gonna take, because I'm gonna have to move this shit by myself. Okay. And I don't want to hear nobody's mouth, because like I said, you know, y'all, matter of fact, let's look that up right now, because I had I had printed out some stuff when I had went to the library, but of course I haven't had time to go to the library. Let's see if your roommate sub leases a room in an apartment. Oops, wait a minute. Oh yeah, I put Baltimore City in there. Okay. Okay, so I put this is what I typed in Google. I said, if your roommate subleases a room in an apartment in Baltimore City and you miss a rent payment, can they kick you out? Can they kick you out of the apartment? That's what I put. So then, of course, Google's response was, in Baltimore, your roommate cannot legally lock you out or forcibly remove you themselves, even for non-payment of rent. This is for Maryland because I put Baltimore. Okay, so this is just for Maryland. I don't know about the other states, but I'm just saying this. I put this in for Baltimore City because that's where I'm currently am. So it says, in Baltimore, your roommate cannot legally lock you out or forcibly remove you themselves, even for non-payment of rent. They must follow formal eviction procedures, which requires a court order. Do you hear what I just said? Do I need to repeat it? In Baltimore, your roommate cannot legally lock you out or forcibly remove you themselves, even for non-payment of rent. They must follow formal eviction procedures, which requires a court order. However, a missed rent payment constitutes a breach of your agreement, allowing them to initiate legal eviction processes against you. But again, there was nothing in writing. This is why there has to be the paperwork, the black and white. It always has to be everything in the black and white. It says illegal self-help evictions, changing locks, removing belongings, or turning off utilities to force you out is considered an illegal self-help eviction, even if you owe rent. Legal eviction processes to remove you, your roommate, and they put in quotes, if they are considered your landlord, must provide notice, file a complaint in district court, and have a sheriff execute the eviction. Subleases status. If your sublease is authorized by the main lease, you have rights as a tenant. If it was not allowed, both you and the roommate could be evicted by the landlord. Okay, so that's just the wild card scenario situation. That's the wild card. We on this side don't officially know who the landlord is. We don't officially know who the landlord is. We know of the property manager. I have the name of the property manager, but that's the property manager. That's not the actual landlord. Okay, so we know who the property manager lady is, and we know the real estate group that's listed as the actual landlord, but we don't know who the official landlord is. Because, like I said, I've worked for real estate people before. I've worked for the property manager, directly. I was her little assistant, okay, and she worked underneath the main property manager. So it was a father and son team that acquired a brokerage firm. So, the son handled like the contracts and stuff like that because, he was an actual real estate attorney. And the daddy, did all the accounting because he was like an accountant. So he was the property manager slash, doing the accounting book stuff. Yeah. So he had an assistant, and then she had an assistant because I helped her out and did stuff in the office and stuff too. So again, my paralegal is not the only one that knows how to do research. Okay, Traci knows how to do research. Traci's been an admin before. Traci knows how to look up shit too. Traci knows how to make phone calls, and Traci don't have a problem making the phone calls. I have no problem. Like if I have to make 20 phone calls, so be it. Okay, but Google is telling you, like all of the stuff that they've been doing is illegal. Like all of the stuff that they have been doing is illegal. It's illegal. hmm So landlord action, it says, because the primary tenant is responsible for the full rent, a non-payment by a subtenant often leads to the original tenant facing eviction by the landlord. So if you are facing an imminent lockout, you should contact local legal aid or the Baltimore City District Court. That's what it says. That's what Google said. Oh, I hit the window. That's what Google said. Okay. hmm hmm So again, it just boils down to what the police officer said that day when he came. He looked at both of us individually. This is a landlord civil situation that has to be handled as such. Landlord civil. That means it has to be dealt with the courts. You have to deal with the landlord, whoever, because it's still a wild card out there. It's still a mystery who the actual landlord is. But like I said, folks just got to do enough digging. They just have to do enough digging, and they'll find it. This is a matter that has to be dealt with the landlord in the courts. That's it. I don't care how many ugly, dirty little looks you give me. I don't care how much you still mess with my stuff, because messing with my stuff, all it does is piss me off more. And I'm trying to remain civil. I'm trying to. I haven't been smoking nearly enough, but I do when I need to. You know, I haven't been even Steven for a long time, but that's all right, because it's good for Traci to be kind of riled up a little bit, because then that's when I really get shit done. It's good for me to be in the car right now because I'm not too complacent and comfortable, and not having the means to be able to run around and do the shit that I need. I needed a car of my own. So guess what? Traci got a car of her own. Okay. It's not my actual legally registered car, but whatever. I got transportation to get around, to go where I still need to, set up my doctor's appointment. I haven't done that yet. I got to get this oil changed. And it's like, of course, this would happen at the latter part of the week, when the day before I have to pay my car note is when stupid shit like this going to happen. It couldn't happen on a Monday. Like the slow day when I actually try to run errands and get other things done. It couldn't happen on a Monday. That's too much like right. Like it's too much like right. So, but I mean, it is what it is. Like, like I said, honey, class is officially still in session. Like the stuff that people, need to learn, they learning. They learning. Oh, oh. I'm not sleepy now. I don't even think I have another change of clothes in the house. All of my clothes are in the storage. And I'm not about to go to the storage right now. I'm not about to do that. Tired. So the line is finally gone. There's no more line. And it's like, what, 10 o'clock? It's almost 10:30. So there's finally no line on a Thursday. There's finally no line in the Chipotle. Like practically 30 minutes before they about to close. Yeah. That's wild. People love their Chipotle. That's all I can say. They love their Chipotle. Oh, oh. So I ate my little dinner. I ate me an orange. I gotta put my snacks in the trunk. I'm tired. Oh. I need to gas up. Sprinkle loud too. She and her Dana. I just ate my Dana. Oh, I'm right on the border. My little blue dot is literally right in between. But Dee Dee just I didn't do no Dee Dee today. No Dee Dee. No Dee Dee at all today. Not one. Not one. I tried. I always open up this app first. And then it takes too long for the damn orders to come through. And then like right now, like if I were to open it up, it's gonna give me a stupid dumb amount like two for like no. So it says on here when you have platinum status, you're supposed to have priority access to Dash Now, the top priority for high paying offers. So if that's the case, excuse me, because that's what number 2 says, top priority for high paying offers. So if that's the truth, then why are $2.50 orders coming through on somebody that has platinum status? Why are $3.50 orders coming through? Why are the 3.55 orders? The 4.50? Why are any of the orders that are below $5 coming through on somebody's phone that has platinum status? It doesn't make no sense. It says on here that's the second, it's supposed to be the second Benny. So it's like I need to do a whole little video on that. Like, is it worth it to be platinum on DoorDash? And right now it really doesn't seem to be so. It says on here the second line, top priority for high paying offers. So then why would a 250, it was a back to back. A 250 order came through, I did it, and then I did it the next one that was also 250 because I was trying to make up those 50 runs for that challenge that they had that time. So then you're also supposed to have early access to scheduling You could pause offers for up to 3 stores, which I've never had to pause nobody, so it's fine. Priority access to large orders. I haven't had a large order. You get VIP dash to support. I don't even know if that's true. And then, so see this platinum pass, you have up to 3 that you can get. So it says get a platinum pass for every 200 deliveries you complete while maintaining platinum status. Up to 3 passes total. Use a pass to keep your platinum rewards for 1 week if you slip to silver or gold status. So I've just been platinum again this last time since April the 9th. And so far I have 115 deliveries that goes towards that 200. I'm like, okay. So then you're also supposed to get discounts on DoorDash, but I don't order DoorDash. I don't order DoorDash. Like when I ordered stuff, when I had the money to order stuff, I ordered through Uber Eats because Uber Eats always had the BOGO deals. And then like my former friend said, oh well, DoorDash has some deals too. I'm like, well, I think I ordered one time when I was in Cumberland, and I ordered one time through DoorDash. I think when I was at the Belmont. Like I know I'm an Uber Eats person. I use Uber Eats if I'm ordering food myself. Ooh. I'm sorry, y'all. It's been a long day. I'm tired, and I gotta get up early. Even though I can't handle the food stuff. I mean, I can handle the food stuff. I meant to say car stuff. Even though I can't handle the car stuff early, I still have to be up early because it's Friday. Oh, oh, oh my goodness. I sleepy. Yeah, now there's nobody in line. It's exactly 10:30, and all the people left. Like there's no more people. Like that line, them kids knocked that shit out because them people, that line was wrapped around here because it's a little seating area right here, and then you walk the length of the wall right here. So it was the wall and then over. That's how many people were in there waiting for Chipotle. I was like, shit, I wouldn't be eating no Chipotle tonight. I ain't waiting that long ass line. So I didn't. They took 2 points away from me because I was at 91. Now I'm at 89%. My completion rate is 99%. My on time rate is 70%. So my overall customer rating, it was 4.88. Now it's 4.86. I'm like, okay, whatever, DoorDash. Like all of my numbers are high, and like I shouldn't be sitting here waiting for orders. That's one. And then two, as platinum status, I shouldn't get orders that are 250, 350, 355, 450. You know what I mean? It's like honestly, it shouldn't be no orders like less than like $8 or so coming through on my phone. And so this is like the type of stuff that I have to deal with. That's why I said I wanted to do a video on it. Like I will actually record an actual video. Is it worth it to be platinum on DoorDash? I don't think so. At least from my experience so far, I would have to say no. Like my answer would be no. It's not worth it. Not from what I can see. It's not really no true bennies to it. So, but Uber on the other hand, like my paralegal was like, oh well, you need to sign up for the shopping delivery, and I was like, I thought I was signed up because I didn't click on anything different, to have shopping deliver. When I signed up, they sent me the 2 cards right away. When I signed up for DoorDash, they only sent me the 1 card. So obviously you have to opt into it, like she said. But I didn't have that problem with Uber. Like I said, Uber is the way to go. Like, because I toggle between all three. Grubhub makes you use your little, like, Google Maps on your phone, which kind of throws me off a little bit. And I hadn't done Grubhub since I first started. And now that I think about it, because I was like, oh, I thought it was just a year. No, it's been 2 years because I signed up when I was at the crazy Spanish lady house, and that's been 2 years ago. So I originally started off with Grubhub. And like I said, Grubhub didn't take a long time to approve my background check. I did it literally like 3 o'clock in the morning. Like 3.5 hours later, when I woke up, they had approved my background. Uber and DoorDash took way longer. That's why I haven't been doing it as long, because they took forever to approve my background check. But I would say between the three, if I had to rate them, I would put Uber as first, then DoorDash, then Grubhub. I mean, they had better orders coming through this time than from when I had originally signed up. But DoorDash puts you through too much red tape. They put you through way too much red tape, and people are just out here struggling and trying to make ends meet. You have some people like me that are doing it full time to make money. You have people that are doing it part time to supplement their income. But it's like Didi just makes it too hard. It's too much BS and red tape to it. It's too much. Like, it takes 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 runs to accumulate one acceptance rate point. But the moment you don't accept one order, like I had dozed off in the car and my phone wasn't ringing. Like, it's just been like I heard the buzzing. So when I finally looked at my phone, it was a Royal Farms order that came through. And because I didn't accept it, it took one whole point. And I'm like, okay, well, I didn't hear the ringing at first. And it took that long for an order to come in if I dozed off. Yeah. So they took one whole point. They took one whole acceptance point. That's why I said I was at 91%. Now I'm at 89%. And then like they'll take away one whole point. But you got to do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 runs to get that 1 point back. That's not fair. Like, that's not fair. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just need to get their act together, because everybody that I know that does DoorDash has the same complaint. Everybody. I'm not the only one. I'm when the people are talking to me about it, I'm listening and I'm comparing the notes. Yeah, Didi need to get their act together. Oh. Okay, I was supposed to be checking this thing. Y'all know I try to start my day on a full tank, so. Always a commercial. Always a commercial. Okay. Alrighty, that's pretty much it. Let me check all the messages. I'm tired. So I need to get up. I need to get up early. I need to get up early, Tracy. I need to get up early. And I keep forgetting. Like last night, I was texting. Oh, sleep. I was texting, and then I had said my little prayers, and I had dozed off, but I forgot to set my alarm. So it's like when I need that extra little bit of sleep, like I don't really trip about it too much, because it's like I'm exhausted. Like Tracy's back on the hamster wheel, so posted on the corner. Posted on the corner. These are the times that I don't feel like driving. Like I need me a chauffeur. See, I'm about to turn the car on. Car's already on. All right. Let me get up out of here because I'm tired. And the parking lot. This parking lot is always packed. But now, because everything is closing, it's actually empty. some air in my face. I need some air in my face. I just threw my phone out the window. Hold up a little bit more. But I need some air in my face. Oh, I'm tired. Take my oranges in the house because it was hot when I got in the car this morning. Try to leave the windows a little bit cracked. Just a little bit cracked. Oh my goodness. Oh. That was the late too. Okay, come on, oh, that's the little detour. OMG, you're gonna do that at the last minute. For real. Oh, I have to pull over the door for I'm too sleepy. Oh my god, this car. Keep it up because I'm about to put you right on my camera, bitch. That's twice now this fool just pulled right in front of me like that. Ooh, big bump. Oh, yeah, mercy. I didn't see it. I still haven't had food from there. is closed. They close at 10. Wait a minute. Come on, Will. Work with me, please. I just want a little bit of air. Hey, what's up, Cash? Oh, my feet hurt. I'm sleepy. Like I can't drive right now, so I need to take a nap. So I'm gonna take me a nap, y'all. I'm gonna take me a nap, and then I'll come back on. I don't know. It depends on when I wake up, cause I'm tired. Oh, I'm really tired. Oh goodness. Yeah, I'm really tired, so I gotta take me a nap. Oh, I got my little jacket blanket thing. My little jacket is what I use for my blanket. And this one could go off because I don't need it right now. Turn phone off. The Gemini done took over my red phone somehow. I don't know how. It's annoying. It really is. It's annoying. But yeah, like I said, y'all, right. Oh, yeah, you can catch it in the replay. The answer is no. Just plain and simple. The answer is no. And then, like I said, I'm still working on this landlord tenant issue bullshit. So, like I said, I don't have help. I don't have help. So I'm gonna be really, really, really extremely tired because it's like I have to set aside time out of my day to get my stuff moved into the storage, and I have to try to make money too. And it's like each day this week since I acquired the storage, that's what I've been doing. Like when I leave out, like today I grabbed like 3 bags, 3 garbage bags, and one of my shopping bags. I think that's what I grabbed today. So every day I've tried to take something, you know. But it's gonna take forever because, like I said, normally me and Cece, I have my car, he has his car. We load up the cars and take the stuff. But Cece doesn't have a car anymore, and then nobody else has said yes to helping. So as always, I gotta do it myself. But whatever, however many runs it takes, however many days it takes, that's what it's gonna take, and I'm gonna get it done. Oh. I need one of my little vibrating little foot tub. I don't even know where the hell it is, but I need that. And then I like to run my heel over that the little round knobby thing that's in the middle with the little spiky things on it. I just like to rub the back of my foot on it. Oh, okay. I don't know. Yes, I got the storage. I think it was Monday. Yeah, because I every day, it's been at least 3 days that I've been taking stuff to the storage. So yes, I finally It took forever. It took forever because I still, all of my bills are still behind. So I got to pay late fees for that. So something else had happened last week that could have made a difference for this week. And then I'm like, okay, so I had to deal with it. I had no choice. And then my car note is due every Friday. So tomorrow's Friday. So I gotta, this is what I'm saying, like the little oil light just came on. So I have to take time out of my day. Like when I had to go, get the tire fixed. That was a Saturday. Okay. So I wasn't out all that day Saturday. So of course, because of the little tire thing, I couldn't make goal that day. You know, like I literally have to hustle and be out here all freaking damn day and night just to make a certain amount of money. Oh, sorry, I'm rubbing my feet right now. My feet hurt. Oh, like I was asking my paralegal. I was like, if you go to Massage Envy, do they just do foot massage? Like, I don't want nobody rubbing on no other parts of my body than like my feet, and I would say up to maybe my knee. That's it. And I don't want no dude to do it because they don't think that it's gonna lead to something else. So no, I'm not in that time and space right now. I'm not entertaining no shenanigans and malarkey right now. None. You can't help me do the one thing that I asked. So I ain't got no time. Plain and simple, the answer is no. My name is no. My number is no. You gotta let it go because the answer's no. Because that song came on. I was in the bathroom the other day and I was like, I haven't heard that song in a minute. She said, no, fool. My mama said that a woman should only have to tell a man no one time. One time. So when they're supposed to be sleeping on the couch and you supposed to be sleeping in the room, one, they obviously are a liar. And then two, they're not a gentleman. It's like, I hate how it's gotten to the point in this day and age. I can't help how I look. And this is something that I have been dealing with my whole entire life. People are normally attracted to me that I'm not normally attracted to in return. Okay, that's just how it's been. It's going on right now. I'm still dealing with that right now. It's not like the dude wasn't attractive, but because you're just seeing me for the first time, I'm automatically supposed to let you put your hands on me in other body parts? No, I'm sorry. No, I'm not like that. I've never been like that. And then when I go through shit, the more shit that I've gone through, the longer it takes me to try to get to know somebody, to feel comfortable, going there. So it's just horrible. They want you to send pictures of your body parts. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not sending no pictures, period. I'm still traumatized. I don't even say traumatized, but I guess it's traumatized is a good word. I'm still traumatized from the Yahoo chat group days for when the picture pimps, all they were doing was collecting pics. I'm like, I'm not sending you no damn pictures. I don't look. You already got one. Okay, and then they want to send you 3, 4, 5 pics, and then they like you get off the little chat, whatever little dating line or whatever, to talk. Like you give the number to talk, and then all they want to do is type. I'm like, we could have still been on the little site, typey, And it's like it's so funny. Like I remember from back in the day. This is when I was still in Cumberland. Like I think I was on Plenty of Whores then, because that's what it should be called, Plenty of Whores, because that's all it is. It's just people on there trying to whore around. I was like, Plenty of Whores. I was on Plenty of Whores, and this dude literally told me, like, unless I was putting out on the first date, he wasn't taking me out on a date. I'm like, oh well, good luck with that, sir. And he was serious about it too. He would say all of my relationships started for me going, no, like, just the thought of that is nasty. It's nasty. Okay. In this day and age, before you lay down with a new person, both of y'all should be taking your ass to the doctor. That's just how it should be. And of course, people still not protecting themselves. Look, I got caught up too. Like I said, learn from the old fool. I ain't exempt. I'm not exempt at all. But I'm saying, like, the shit is just nasty. Like, mm-mm. And then, like, so I was thinking about too, like, because, my ex had asked me about the shit that's going on with the dude. And I have to reconfirm so many times. This was not a potential dating relationship situation. It was strictly a business situation. I responded to a marketplace ad for a room to rent. I did not try to date this dude. The dude is far from my type. Okay, it wasn't that type of situation. Like, and he a weirdo. So it's like, y'all know how I feel about weirdos. Tracy's had way too many stalkers. I literally had a dude hiding in my bush one night, and back then I didn't have a car. I was on I was on the metro train and the metro bus. So depending on what metro stop I got off on, determined what bus I would get on. This fool was sitting waiting. It was 3 different metro stations that I could get off on at the time to catch whatever bus. So you have to sit and wait at whatever metro stop to see where I'm getting off to see what bus I'm getting on. Yeah, that's creepy. Like, mm-mm. So it's like, I don't, like I said, at this point, in order for me to have a relationship, we have to meet like organically. It's not going to be through no dating site. It's not, because those dating sites, especially Facebook dating, sucks. It sucks. It sucks. And I didn't put my titties out there and all this stuff like last time, because that's how the other weirdo dude kind of, he really truly slipped through the cracks. Like, he had no business being nowhere. And then knowing that my folks were cheating. Did Tracy cheat? No, because I don't do that. Since we separated, has Tracy been with anybody? No, I have not. Okay, because I don't. I'm active for a minute, and then it's like a year plus. The last time it was 2 years. I was dick hungry when he slipped through the cracks too, because I was dick hungry. I'm not dick hungry right now. I'm good. You know. Yeah, but then they're gonna sit there and try to convince me that they didn't cheat. I'm like, I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. I'm far from a stupid person. You two got what you wanted, got your little jollies, and got your little needs met and all this stuff. I just asked you to do one thing. I need some help right now. I said I need a friend and I need some help. So you obviously can't be a friend. Okay, you can't be a friend and you're not trying to help me. So I'm like, so I ain't got no time. I ain't got no time. I'm still on this hamster wheel. So Tracy's gonna stay on the hamster wheel. I gotta pay this money every single Friday. Tomorrow's payday for the car, so I gotta pay this note. And then in between, try to pay whatever other bills that I can pay, and all of that stuff is just kind of slipping through the cracks right now. But all I can do is my best, and I'm still doing my best. Oh, my feet hurt. I need a good foot massage. I do. My feet are hurting, and I need some better shoes, because these shoes, they were like memory foam, but they're flat now since I've been wearing them every day. It was hot today, so thank goodness it cooled back off. It was hot. It was hot today. So my paralegal was like reminding me, make sure you take your medicine, stay hydrated because it's hot. I was like, I already took my medicine. I did. I already took the medicine. And then since I had my little salad, I took my my second metformin. So I took all of my medicine today like a big girl. I did. Oh. I'm tired, y'all. Oh. I need to start eating more beets. Ugh. I want to get those little beets chews too. There she is. Green Queen finally popped up in the chat. What's up, Green Queen? I've been waiting on you all day, girl. This is like the second, third time that I've been on the camera. And I know you've been busy and all this stuff, but I was like, where's Green Queen? Where's Green Queen? I'm looking for Green Queen. I was like, Green Queen, Green Queen. Like I was looking for you, girl. I'm tired, honey. I'm tired. Oh, I'm tired, but I was waiting for you to come in the chat because I finally found my little thing. Like I had the one pink one, and I had to wrap it up in my little towel to make sure it didn't get dented and stuff. So here was my other little tin thing that I told you that I had got from the rainbow. And then it's not like the original one that got lost with my $100 worth of weed in it. It had a flip top to it. So it was a flip, like an actual, like, not like the lunchbox, but like the old metal pin box that we had or whatever. But you see, it has its own little tray to it that comes apart. So this is the blunt bitch, and then the other one was Dope Diva. But I like this one better because, you know, that one was all pink. This one is purple and pink, or on this side is purple, whatever. On the back side is purple and pink, and then on the front side is purple and pink this way. But this is my other little tin that I had got. And as you can see, I have not used it. I will officially use it, you know, when I get into my own little space or whatever. You've been ripping and running all day, girl. I've been ripping and running all day too. That's why you see I'm sitting in the car. I'm too tired to drive. Like I'm so sleepy right now. My feet are hurting. Like, I mean, I don't want to go back to the house. Honestly, I don't. Like, it's to the point. It's tense. I could deal with the tense. You know, it's just like I said, when I walked up in the house yesterday, like, I try not to look at him. I don't, you know, and he looked like he wanted to say something. Say whatever the fuck you got to say. Like, you know, it's no hold bars at this point. Like, I'm tired of being used and abused. I'm tired of being used and abused. And this person still, they took their free will and still chose to use me. I'm not happy about it. And then they wouldn't stop messing with my shit. That too pissed me off. And he threw out my fucking aloe vera plant. That too pissed me off. So at this point, it's like, it's nothing that they're going to do that's not going to piss me off. So I just have to get the rest of my stuff up out of that house. Trust and believe. I literally cleaned that floor. I got all the stuff up off the floor on that side. I have been pine saling, cayenne peppering, pepperminting all that side of that floor. So literally when I woke up this morning, what happened? I had to clean up some more mice poop. There was mice poop on one of my totes in the closet. And then of course there's mice poop on the floor. And I've looked in the closet. I've looked in all the corners. There's no hole. They are squeezing underneath that floorboard. And then you can see where it's separating, probably from them squeezing, you know, underneath it. Excuse me, y'all. The thing has a lot of carbonation. Excuse me. So, like, you can see where where it met the floor, but because they keep squeezing through, it's separated. Like it has like a space at least like about that high, like, or at least that, that wide. So they're still coming into space. They're still running around the bed. Like the poop was behind the bed. Like, because I put a sheet on the floor because I didn't want the mattress and the friction of me moving in the bed, to possibly put a hole in it or whatever. So I put a sheet on the floor. So when I pull the sheet, like the mattress forward, to spray behind the bed, of course there's poop on the damn sheet. There's poop everywhere. They've been everywhere in that damn room. And the code enforcement inspector came twice in a week. Like he came the Monday before, and then last week he came on Tuesday. But as far as I know, there still has been no exterminator that has been in that unit. But you need to treat all the units because they're running back and forth through the walls. I've heard them multiple times. Just the other day, I heard them scratching in the walls. So when he's looking at me, he repeated what I said. You heard him scratching the wall. You heard what the fuck I said. I heard the rodent scratching on the wall. This is not my first rodeo having to deal with the Mickey and Minnie issue. Okay. Even that time too, my landlord was a slumlord. This is when I was in Cumberland. The dude, he got the little roofer company. I think it's a roofer company right there, going to Mexico Farms, right there by the McDonald's. That dude is a slumlord, and I had to pay. It was at least $250 for the exterminator then, so I took it off my rent. And then the girl's gonna write on my receipt, don't forget to ask so and so about the Terminator. I was like, where's Arnold? Where Arnold? I wouldn't mind meeting Arnold. Where Arnold? The Terminator? You mean exterminator, you dumb cow? Lord have mercy. So like I said, Traci don't do rodents. I'm not used to living in that squalor. Like literally when I had left that apartment, there was fucking mold growing on the walls. I had been dealing with a rodent issue the whole entire time. Yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. The only thing that I did not have was bugs. Like I did not have to deal with the bugs. I had got the spin traps. That was the very first time I had got the spin traps. And I think it was like a 3-pack. So I put 2 in my apartment, and I put 1 right outside the door. Do you know I had caught a mouse right outside my front door going into my unit with one of them damn spin traps? I'm like, son of a bitch. So y'all coming in from outside too? Because I think they were coming in from underneath the sink. They were always running from my kitchen because it was like an old house that was converted into 6 units, and mine was the first of the 2 that you access from the outside. So it's like I paid the handyman. I bought the thick, it looked like thick aluminum foil to, I had to buy the nippers and everything to cut the shit to fit it perfectly around the pipe, like everywhere, like every entry point that I thought that they were coming in from that I found. I did the steel wool. We did the little aluminum thing. Because I even found like a little space by one of the heaters right there. I didn't sit in my little dining room area because it was weird. Like you come in on the side of my unit, and then that was like the little window where I did have a kitchen table and stuff there with the chairs, but I never sat in there. I always ate in my living room on my little futon, and sometimes I would eat in my room, but I mainly ate in the living room. And then when it was cold, I put that sheet up to keep the heat, on my side. And then the little fuckers would try to run underneath the sheet. I was like, look, I don't want to have to deal with y'all motherfuckers, but if we have to be in this same space, keep your ass over there. I don't want to see you. Like, for real. I don't want to see you running up underneath my sheet. Let me have my little living room, bedroom space. So the rodents have been a thing, but I try to deal with it. Like, I'm not used to living with rodents. But back then, the Walmart, like, I was just telling my paralegal the other day, like, you could get like a whole pack of them damn sticky traps from the Walmart. It was like between 20 to 30 of them in a pack for like $5. So had I known that, I might need them later, like, I would have stocked up on the bigger packs. Because now, like I said, the ones that I get are, I'm sorry, y'all, I got to take this key out. It's making me itch. Um, I get them from the shop, right? They're $1.50 for two of them in the pack. So the bigger pack obviously was the better buy. But like I said, at this point, I feel like I need to get some spin traps. So I'm probably have to go to Home Depot. But again, that's just extra money. I have to spend extra money for the storage. I got to spend extra money for all these sticky traps. Like I got to spend extra money just for everything in general. Because people want to try to flim flam folks and use and abuse folks that shouldn't be used and abused. So I'm still dealing with the rodent issue. Yeah, it is cute. I like it, like I said, because it's pink and purple. And so this is my little hand towel that I wrap it in. It's Hello Kitty. Because I don't want it to get dented up. My Dope Diva one has a little dent to it. So like I said, I don't even think that I'm officially gonna use this one. If I use the one, it's probably gonna be the other one. This is probably just gonna go on display. They have the little easels at the Dollar Tree. I'm probably just, once I finally have me another little shelf that I could display like my little figurines and my mom's little figurines and stuff. Because I had them on a cute little shelf that I had found at the little furniture store right across the street. It's probably just gonna go on the easel, and I'm just gonna display it, and I'll use the other one. But like I said, I normally smoke with people that smoke, so I don't normally have to deal with that shit. I don't even know where my little crab is. I have to find my little crab. So that probably should just be put on display too. But I used it like so. Yeah, it was full when I had left. It was full. So I made the mistake of putting that last bag in my purse. And had I put it where I put the money, they would have never seen the weed in my purse. Yeah. So when my former friend tried to insinuate that they stole my $200, that it wasn't stolen out of the house, like somebody in that house didn't steal my $200, no. I was like, because I came back to the house, just like when I was at the hotel for 2 weeks and had my weed. It was sitting, I only smoked twice in the whole week. It was sitting underneath the TV the whole entire time. As soon as I come back to the house, what happens? It ends up missing. Just like my $200. My $200 was in my little hiding space that whole entire time. Had I put the weed there too, I would have had that stash of weed too. I was the one buying the shit, so that was my weed. And my little grinder was full too. Sure was. But like I said, had I put that last little stash where I had hid the money, then I would have had my $200 and my last little bit of stash of weed that I bought. So don't sit up there. I'm not saying that they weren't capable, because they supposedly are not friends with their little white little friend over stealing, right? So they didn't officially take nothing out of my purse. I'm not saying that they're not capable. I'm saying I would have talked about it. Y'all know. Y'all, do you know what this motherfucker did this time? He done took my $200. It would have been like that. Like, they didn't have to take it. I willingly gave it to him because it was supposed to be going towards rent. So of course they did not pay the rent. So I mean, the shit is what it is. It is what it is. Like, I'm handling the business. I can't deal with the rodents. I can't deal with the rodents. Like, I don't sleep good. I sleep with the light on. I don't sleep with the light on. I like it dark and quiet when I'm asleep. Now, unless I'm listening to affirmations and stuff like that, then it's not going to be quiet, but I like it dark. I'm not turning that light off so them motherfuckers could be running all up and around the bed and all this shit while I'm in there. Like, I don't feel comfortable. I don't feel comfortable. I haven't been happy with this whole situation, like, literally pretty much since I first got there. It's just, it took a minute to kind of find out the bullshit, So, I mean, it is what it is. My feet hurt and I'm tired. Like, I'm too tired to drive right now. That's why I'm just sitting here. So I was about to take a nap, but my feet hurt. So that's pretty much it. I'm tired of the flim flam. I'm tired of the flim flam. But like I said, because, like, they're going to bring God into the situation. Oh, I prayed on this trying to invite somebody into my space, I talked to God about it first. I'm like, well, what you shouldn't be doing is playing with God. That's what you shouldn't be doing. But at the same time, you prayed on it. Okay, fine, that's good and dandy if you did actually pray on it. But the good Lord doesn't give you what you want most of the time. He doesn't give you what you want. He gives you what you need. And so you prayed on it. So obviously the good Lord sent you who he was meant to send you. The teacher that is meant to teach you the lesson, not the flim flam folks, not the use folks, not to eat their food, take their shit, try to manipulate their shit, because everything that happens, sir, is illegal. Everything is illegal. Everything is illegal. It's illegal. It's illegal. Everything you did was illegal. And I don't appreciate you throwing away my aloe vera plant, too. That thing was huge. Because I'm sitting here looking at the little aloe vera plants in the Aldi's. And like the little leaves, like the leaves on these aloe vera plants are like this. Mine were like this. They were wide. Like the ones that you get, like, Giant is like our local grocery store, Wegmans, all that stuff. Like the ones that you buy in the grocery store, they're thick. Like the base is like at least like that thick. That's close to like the size of my aloe vera plant. And like I said, every time when I think about it, like I don't have extra money right now. I don't have extra money. So it was gonna take a minute, obviously. I finally found the Family Dollar was right down the street where I could get the whole big old pot and the potting soil. They had like 5 different potting soils. And that too is considered theft because it was not their property to dispose of. And I looked that up myself. Okay. And I'm sure they got my shit in their room. I want whatever fuck shit. That's my shit. I don't care if I gave it to them or not. I want my shit. Shouldn't have been fucking with my shit. You shouldn't have been trying to give away my shit. Shouldn't have been trying to sell my shit. Whatever the fuck it was that they did. You shouldn't try to do that. Excuse me, y'all. It smells like it's about to rain. I don't know, but like every time when I say something to my paralegal, she's like, "Well, it wasn't in the forecast." It's like it's never in the forecast, but it smells like it's gonna rain. Oh, so yeah, I'm handling the business. I'm handling the business, and then like I said, like when the whole little thing happened yesterday with the homeless dude, like I was, in fear of the whole situation because it just seemed weird. And like I said, I can't do weirdos because the weirdos are normally stalkers and they normally mentally unstable, and then it's just some other shit to the weirdo. I can't do it. And so he had said he was in a car and he was by the railroad tracks. So I'm trying to get a hold of my folks. She ain't answering the phone, which I can't expect her to every single time that I call that. But I mean, I felt like it could have been like an emergency situation or whatever. So I'm calling other people, they not answer the phone. So I had to call Cece. Like I haven't talked to Cece. I'm like, look, I just need you to be on the phone. Soon as he get on the phone, why was it in a no signal area? No signal area. No signal. None of my phones. I couldn't record. Like I didn't know if he was a weirdo. I didn't know if he was a serial unaliver or something. Like I didn't know. I'm just literally fulfilling shop and deliver for, which is like Instacart through Uber. So literally the dude, like I said, he's sleeping in the car, but it's an abandoned car. Like his car broke down. I don't know how he ended up right there in that spot where he's at. I didn't ask that question or whatever. And I feel like if people want you to know, they're gonna volunteer that information or whatever. But I mean, the dude literally is sleeping in a car, an abandoned car, and I'm like, okay, thank God that he's not crazy and all that good stuff. I mean, he in a fucked up situation, but he's choosing to be in that fucked up situation. Like I was like, are you not trying to go to a facility? No. I don't know. It kind of felt like the folks that are addicted to drugs and they choose to be like the people up the street, like they choose to be in that little, I don't know, they got a little nook in there in between the trees, and because the leaves were gone, like you could see their little campsite kind of setup that they have over there. You normally can't see it because the leaves and stuff are normally overgrown and covering stuff, but in the wintertime you can see right in there because it's no leaves, no coverage and stuff like that. So anyhow, but like I said, I just needed to the first of the month to try to get this stuff square. But like I have to piecemeal everything. So like I said, it's just gonna take as long as it's fucking gonna take. Like nobody can put me out. They think they can. Nobody could put me out. You see, I just read the shit. I just read the shit. Like in order for them to try to ask me to leave, they have to give you notice, which means they have to put it in writing. Okay, so they have to put it in writing that they're giving you the 30-day notice, because I'm sure that's universal for all the 50 states. They have to give you 30 days to vacate. Okay, and nothing was put in writing. Why? Because they trying to flim flam. Well, they didn't try, they did. Like I said, the whole joke was on me. I was the sucker. That's why they were being patient and stuff. Obviously, they didn't find them another sucker to try to use and abuse and connive and deceive and all that shit. Everything that they said out of their mouth was a lie. Everything. But like I said, I'm dealing with it. Like I have no choice but to deal with it. Hold on, let me get my glasses. Let me see. What's that? Where are my glasses? Oh, right here. What's up, Sprinkle? What's up? How you doing, sweetie? I saw that you were eating your food. I had liked the video. I was still on my live, so I was like, I gotta show love. Your little notification had popped up. I think my notifications are still not popping up, but I mean it's all good. Eventually, look, when Traci start talking this shit, because that's what I do. Traci talk shit. When Traci start talking this shit and start, putting some fire underneath people's asses, I'll be back in the algorithm. Shit. So I'm just too tired right now. Like I don't want to go back to this house. I'm tired. I was trying to take me a nap. My feet are hurting too bad. So I need to get some new shoes. Because these were cute little shoes. Like they were cute, but they were cheapy little shoes. So I need me some actual I need me some more Nikes, or like an actual name brand shoe, or like a runner shoe. Maybe I need a runner shoe that's gonna have a little bit more cushion to it to be the shock absorber. I need a shock absorber at this point. So yeah, girl. So that's it. Like I've been out all day. I've been ripping and running all day. I took some stuff. So I did finally get the storage. I got it on Monday. So slowly but surely, I've been moving some of my stuff, into the storage. And I don't have help. I don't have help right now. So I'm gonna have to do this shit all by myself. But whatever, I gotta do what I gotta do. Like I had to get all that stuff that I had in the Belmont squeezed into my other storage. It took like 3 hours, but I got it done. I had to do it all by myself, but I got it done. So again, this too will get done. But like I said, however long it takes, then that's how long it's gonna take. Ain't nobody gonna rush me, because I feel like that's what I feel like it's been happening. Like I'm being rushed because I brought the heat. Because Traci called code enforcement. Yes, the fuck I did. That's the third time I had to call code enforcement. It's the third time, not the first time, not the second time. It's the third time I've had to call code enforcement. Okay, the first time was on the crazy Koreans. The second time was on the slumlord Spanish lady. So this is the third time. While I was handling it. No, you weren't. Nobody that in the week. In the week, the 2 visits that happened in the week that the inspector finally came out, there's still been no exterminator that has actually showed up at the house that I know of. Okay, so Traci just has to keep making more phone calls. You don't like me making the phone calls. I'm like, okay, well, you should have stopped fucking with my shit a long damn time ago. You should have stopped looking at me all weird and shit, lusting after me and shit. I don't want you. Don't look at me weird. I ain't giving up no coochie. Traci's not giving up no coochie right now. I don't give a fuck who it is. The ex, nobody. Ain't nobody getting no coochie right now, okay? There's a do not enter sign right there. Right now, it's a do not enter sign. Traci ain't giving up no coochie. Okay? So, like I said, the dude is weird. And he don't never leave out the house. He always sitting in that damn chair. He don't sleep in his room. That's weird. You know. And he codependent, just like the crazy bitch. Like I'm like, I can't be codependent if I don't have nobody around. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got time for that shit. I don't normally have people around, so I've learned to adjust. Like I appreciate my hermit mode and solitude at this point because can't nobody get on my nerves. Can't nobody be invading my space and making me feel some kind of way if I'm by myself. That's it. They got the girl out here collecting the carts. Hmm. Everything's gonna be all right though. Everything's gonna be all right, y'all. Class is still in session. Is that why he's mad and wants you to move? He wants some coochie. I'm pretty sure he wants some coochie. I'm pretty sure he wants coochie. I have to get the male perspective. Me and my mechanic friend had talked about it. He said, yeah, he thought, I guess, that at some point, he could be in like Flynn. He can get his little money, to pay his rent. And then at some point, he could get broke off too. I was like, bleh, 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 bleh. Like, no, I wouldn't let that man touch my feet. I'm not attracted to that man. And like I said, this was strictly a business relationship. Men and women can cohabitate in the same space. I had a male roommate before. He was a friend, and then we became roommates. This time we weren't friends, but I didn't enter this situation, for any type of dating, nothing. Like, I'm not saying that I got it like that, but if I wanted to give up some coochie, trust and believe, I have options. Okay, I have people that I could call. Like, I'm not in that mode right now. Y'all see what I'm going through. Dick is the furthest thing from my mind right now. Okay, Dick won't do nothing to help out, then I ain't worried about Dick. Okay, Tracy ain't worried about it. It's not on my mind. Okay. I'm already doing bad by myself. I will continue to do bad by myself, minus the distractions and the extra bullshit that the vitamin D normally. I asked that nigga to just do one thing. They can't even do that. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Like, you don't have to worry about. I don't call you. You the one who wanted me to call you. You asked me to call you. I didn't willingly just call you. so, yeah. So I don't think it boils down to me not giving up the coochie. I feel at some point they probably felt like they could get lucky or whatever. No, the answer is no. Like I said, I am not attracted to this person. And then, they know my YouTube. So at some point they might not have been watching my YouTube at first, but I had to start talking about it. I had to start talking about it, y'all, because this whole situation, it's wearing on me to the point that I had to start talking about it because it's bothering me. It was bothering me. Everything that this man said to get me into this house was a fucking lie. Even down to having the company. He was like, oh, I only had like one male friend here. I really don't have company. He had 3 different bitches in less than a month. 3 different bitches. He fucked the first bitch. The white girl he was trying to give relationship advice to. And I don't know what the hell happened with the third bitch because I literally was just coming back to the house, literally getting out of the car, about to go in the house when he was walking the third girl across the street to the bus. 3 different people, 3 different bitches he had up in the house. I don't know these people. I don't know if they crackheads. I don't know if they prostitutes. I don't know who the fuck these girls are. The first one seemed to be cool. The white girl seemed to be cool. I don't know these bitches, and I'm paying rent. My cousin wanted me to pay. Well, I paid. And the nigga still used me. Okay? I paid. And I still got taken advantage of. I paid. The nigga still lied. But she's cool with both scenario situations. This is my flesh and blood that I really don't know that well because I wasn't raised with them or whatever. But anyways, the bottom line is they still my flesh and blood. She cool with the fact that the crazy bitch used me and the so-called comedian used me too. You got to pay, Tracy. Okay, fine. I paid, bitch. I paid. I paid and I still got taken advantage of. I paid and my shit still got put outside. I paid and he still threw my fucking aloe vera plant out in the trash. So I'm trying to figure out at what point is Traci the asshole? Like, at what point am I dubbed the villain because I have to continue to stand up for myself? I am not used to living with rodents. This man is nasty. He don't clean up behind him. I showed y'all. He don't clean up behind himself in the fucking bathroom. Every single, it's just like the shit that I was dealing with the Spanish lady. You know, the crackhead, I use the flip-flops. That girl is always, she a picker. She them drugs got her picking at her skin and all that shit. That shit look nasty. And I'm like, okay, look, I bleached the fuck out of everything and I still keep my flip-flops on when I was in the tub to take my shower. Now, it's not that serious this time, but before I put my body on that toilet, before I brush my teeth, and then he's been throwing up a lot lately too and other shit. I don't know what the fuck that's about because that's gross too. Okay, so before Traci uses the facilities, I have to clean it. I have to clean the sink. I have to clean the toilet. I have to clean the tub. He be leaving his taco meat pubes in the damn tub. That's nasty. He be leaving all types of brown shit. I don't know if that's fucking, he black, so I don't know if it's DNA cells, and I don't know what the fuck black. I don't know. It don't look like shit, but it just looked black. Like, it looked nasty. So I keep the bleach. I had to fill the bleach bottle back up. I don't use the fuck out the bleach. I had to refill the motherfucking bleach bottle. And then I took the refill to my storage. But yeah, I keeps the bleach in there because that's nasty. Like, I keep a cup in there. So I wash down, like when I wash my hair, I make sure I wash down all the hair, you know, so I don't leave no hair. I don't give a fuck. First of all, my pubes don't grow like that they falling off. Like, if it's that bad, then at some point you need to shave that shit because that's nasty. Like, I don't leave no pubes in the tub. I don't even leave my curly kinky coils in the tub. I have a Taco Bell cup in there. I fill it up and I rinse it out. But I still spray. Like, I spray it and wipe it out before I get on the tub, and then I spray it with the bleach when I get out the tub. So, and then I make sure that I rinse all the shit down, you know, because it's like they weren't being accommodating to whatever sucker that they found to move into that little itty bitty space. So they need to be there with the bitch that they fuck with because the space is so small that you could beat up on each other and not get on each other's nerves because you together. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how this whole little scenario situation started. And I know they in their feelings because, like I said, when I walked in the house last night, I could see it in their face. He wanted to say something, but he a wuss. He ain't gonna say shit. He like, even with the rent, like, he was right there in my face. That's the day that it was Easter Sunday. I had accidentally walked in on him when he was sitting on the toilet, but it was quiet. And sometimes the door is shut. I thought he was gone. I went in there to go take my shower and he's sitting on the toilet. So because I accidentally walked in on him, he waited until I got in the shower talking about he left his phone in the bathroom. I'm like, dude, we are not going to play this game. I'm like, I have my hammer in my room. I will clunk you upside the head with that motherfucking hammer. Like, don't play with me. For real. Like, Traci has been violated one too many times. Traci is still very much traumatized. Traci is still very much going through a healing process. Okay, Traci has had, the nigga in West Virginia just put his hands on me like a month ago when I did not ask him to do so. I told him I was traumatized. Before I drove all the way out to fucking West Virginia, I told his ass. He was like, it's cool. I'm going to be on the couch. You could be in the room. Watch whatever you want on the fire stick until you fall asleep. I didn't get no sleep that night. That man would not leave me alone. And he knew I had to drive. I'm sitting here in the car. I'm talking to the therapist. And he wouldn't leave me alone. He's blowing up my phone. Why don't you come back in the house? Whatever you're doing in the car, you can do in the house. I'm like, nah, nigga, I need to make money and I need to be far away from you because you about to get hurt for real. You too, sir, violated me. I did not ask you to put your hands on me. Okay, so just because I accidentally walked in on you on the bathroom don't mean that you have the right to come in the bathroom while I'm taking a shower. Not cool. Not cool. That's not cool. And no, you didn't leave no phone in the motherfucking bathroom. Again, we're not playing that game. So, like I said, my ex had asked me, I'm gonna ask you a question and I want you to answer me honestly. Did you fuck the dude? No, I didn't fuck him. Ugh, just the thought makes my skin crawl. Like, bleh, 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 bleh. Okay, it's nasty. Like, and that girl, I don't know who that girl. He got a type because, like I said, the girl was cute. She ain't as cute as me, but she was cute. She was light skinned too, or whatever. I don't think that she knew that there was rodents all up in the house. He pushed the sticky traps underneath my door. That's how that one sticky trap got stuck and it's still stuck underneath my door because he pushed the sticky traps on my side. So because it's a huge space underneath both doors. It's like that much space underneath both doors. But the row of sticky traps got stuck. So I was able to pull the two off except for that one that's still right there in the corner. It's still stuck on the door. So I guess he didn't want the little girl that, he actually went to Pound Town with, to know that there's rodents. So I have my little queen. Y'all see I have my little queen size mattress that I have in my room. They have a little twin size mattress, air mattress. They have the twin size, like elevated air mattress. I have the queen size in my room. And my room is the smaller of the two rooms. So the visual, they fat fuckers on that little itty bitty twin size bed. Shit is what it is. All I know is it's really fucking inconsiderate when I'm out here busting my ass all damn day, every day, grinding it out to make whatever money that I need to pay on these bills. So when I come back to the house, because I'm not saying, I don't refer to it as home because it doesn't feel like a home. It's definitely not my home. Traci too, again, is evading somebody else's space. Oh, I have to call them back or else stuff's going to start disappearing out of their crib. Okay, but then I didn't put the shit out like the cop said. I asked the cop, like, I didn't put the shit out here. I know that I'm not going to carry this shit back in the house. So it's just added to the mess, like the melting pot of bullshit, because they lied about every single thing. Okay. And when I'm coming back to the house, and I think it was like a Saturday, because I'm under the impression that since they call themselves a so-called comedian, that they're going to be out at the comedy club like every weekend. That's normal when people go out to the comedy club. That's obviously not the case. Like, because my paralegal has been looking up shit. I don't give a fuck about the shit. Like, before they had blocked me on Facebook, I clicked on their shit twice because people have, were asking me what they look like or whatever. I never clicked on their Facebook. Never did I click on their Facebook. Y'all know I don't fuck with Facebook. For y'all that know, I mean, Green Queen, you ain't on Facebook. And I think I only got like 65 people on my Facebook anyways, as it is. That lets you know how much I don't deal with Facebook. But like I said, he lied about everything, and he most certainly did use me. So how is it that y'all know, my friends know, I know, how is it that everybody knows that this man too took advantage, but my cousin is cool with the fact, like, well, Traci, you should just work it out. Like, no, I'm not going to allow. See, that's the difference. That's why I feel like my mama would not have got along with the people on my daddy's side of my family. And I don't know what it was about my daddy that my mama was actually attracted to, because his brother that's close in age, that's her daddy, he is crazy as shit. That motherfucker is crazy. Oh, he crazier than my aunt that's crazy. And that's saying a lot, because that bitch is crazy. Okay? So I don't think my mama would have got along with them people. I'm just being honest. And then because now with my little interaction, like I said, my uncle said something very hurtful. It was motivation like a bitch, but he said something very hurtful to me, and she too said something very hurtful. I don't give a fuck though. I don't care. What he said was more hurtful than what the fuck she said. Okay, and like I said, I'm not gonna take advice from nobody that had no support of my channel at all. They subscribed to my channel, but never watched none of my videos. And it wasn't until this situation, I don't know why, from the last situation when they were giving their opinion, oh, well, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. I'm like, look, I done gave up money. I ain't never got none of my money back. Why don't you pay the money? Since you want the bitch to have the money, I ain't giving up no money. We ain't never. Sorry, y'all, my phone fell. So my mama said, you live your life with integrity. You tell the truth and you live your life with integrity. That's not living your life with integrity by stealing from people. Sorry, y'all. He's riding by on a motorcycle with that loud music. Yeah, so like I said, y'all, like, I'm sorry, my little headband is doing the most right now. And you can see my little bald spot. But it's all right. I'm gonna get them little gummies and see if they help grow my little hair back. But anyhow, like I said, we still in class. We still in class. Because what Traci is not gonna do, is allow somebody else, the fat fucker and anybody else, to try to flam Traci. Because like the shit is fucked up. It's so fucked up. It's beyond fucked up. It will continue to be fucked up. But guess what? They gonna learn this time. They gonna learn. You cannot put me out. You cannot put my shit out. Okay. At this point, in order for me to leave, you have to give me notice to leave. See, that's the thing. When you play this game, when you play this tenant landlord game, because you obviously broke and don't have money to pay all of your bills by yourself, and you trying to find whatever sucker. They found a sucker, because like I said, the joke was on me. They found a sucker. They found that sucker, but it's fine because I'm dealing with it. I'm dealing with all the shit. And like I said, I could tell he wanted to say something. Say whatever the fuck you got to say. Because all it's going to do is piss me off even more. Say whatever, but say your piece. They just want me gone because I brought the heat. Because yes, I most certainly called fucking code enforcement because you should have handled the issue. We still don't officially know who the actual landlord is. We know who the property manager is. We don't know who the actual landlord is. But at this point, like I said, Traci just need to make more phone calls. I need to bring more heat because there still has not been no exterminator. These rodents have been running around in this space the whole entire time that I've been there. Okay, and the man got a whole month's rent. That's why I didn't pay no rent. I ain't pay no rent this month. I sure didn't pay no motherfucking rent this month because he got a whole month for free for February when I wasn't even there. So he got a whole month's rent for free. He lied and said that he didn't have company. Like I said, he had 3 different bitches up in there. Like I had to put my headphones on. I had to put my headphones on with my affirmations to tune that shit out. I don't want to hear him fucking some other bitch. I don't want to hear that shit. I'm not jealous. I don't give a fuck. Because trust and believe, if Traci wanted some dick, I could get some dick right now if I wanted to. That's not where I am right now. Okay. Y'all see, I work, I come home. I work, I come home. I work, I come home. I can't have this bullshit going on in the house because he too trying to control me because I was busy and my phones were in the car. That's why I used to, yes, I did. Traci is admitting something else. Okay. Yes, Traci would ignore that crazy bitch sometimes because that narcissist crazy lady tried to act like she was my mama and she was not. So yes, I did ignore the fuck out of her ass. I sure did. She used to get on my fucking nerves. Did I miss a call or two? Did I miss a text or two? Did I ever try to FaceTime? I don't do that shit. Yes, I would ignore the fuck out of her calls. Do I have any reason to do that to him? No. But obviously he was in his feelings about it and took offense to it. I was busy. And obviously that I was busy to the point that I could not call you back in a timely fashion. It took hours because I was busy. You are not my man. You are not my husband. Okay. We are roommates. Okay. So you had to give me time to get back to the car to check my multiple calls and text messages. Okay. Because my phone was in the car all day. So I had multiple calls, multiple text messages that I had to go through. So by the time I got to their messages, because like they were calling and calling. That's the day that code enforcement obviously showed up to the house. So it took hours for me to finally get back to the phone, to respond and all this shit. And then they threatening me, talking about I better call them back or else my shit is going to start being removed from their crib. That's a threat. And what do you not do? You don't threaten Traci. Oh, no, you don't do that shit. Okay. And then you accuse me of bringing the rodents to the house. That lady was beyond paranoid with the bugs and the rodents, and she had 2 cats. There's no fucking way that I brought rodents to the place. And I asked the lady, Tiffany is the neighbor. I said, Tiffany, please be honest with me. Before I moved in, have y'all ever seen a rodent in your space? And she said, yes, we caught 2 before I moved in. So that means there was already a rodent infestation in this row of row houses before Traci moved in and moved all of her shit in this space. There were already rodents there, but he gonna try to put that off on me. I said, you accused me more than once. The accusation of me bringing my shit, like by the third time, is when Traci really got pissed the fuck off. And that's what I call code enforcement. And my cousin's like, oh, well, you should have gave him the heads up. No, the fuck, bitch. That's not how that shit works. That's not how that works. And mind your business. Okay? Traci's handling the business. Traci got herself in this shit. Traci gonna get her shit. I'm gonna get myself out of this shit. Okay, but what I don't need, since you're obviously not going to be on my side, you're going to be on the crazy bitch side, you're going to be on this fat fucker side. Okay, you're not going to be on my side. You're not going to see not one little thing from my perspective. Okay, fine, no problem, no problem. Like we don't need to communicate no more. Like that. I don't like that. I don't like it at all. And Traci has given and given and given and given and given and given. I too have helped this person. The whole time when I was in the hotel, did I ever get any help? No. Okay. But it's fine because Traci is going through her elevation process, and Traci's going to get to where Traci need to be, where Traci's not going to be in survival mode no more. So what does that mean? There's just going to be less motherfuckers on the list. That's it. That's all. That's it. That's all that it has to be. Because you're not going to sit here and say hurtful shit and be on these other people's sides that blatantly use me. Everybody can see it. Everybody. But I'm not going to sit here and listen to your bullshit ass opinions that I obviously don't agree with because you think that I'm being the asshole. But how the fuck am I being the asshole? Because I don't want to live in a very itty bitty small dwelling space with fucking rodents? That makes me the asshole. Okay, then fine. Then Traci is going to be the asshole because Traci is not used to living with fucking rodents. Rodents could have rabies and all types of other shit. I can't afford to get bit by no fucking rodents. I can't afford to be in the fucking hospital getting all types of shots in my belly, my ass, or whatever because I got bit by a fucking mouse. I got rabies. The fuck? This nigga used me and he lied about everything to get me in this space, and you're cool with that. Why? He is a stranger. I am your flesh and blood, and you're still taking the side of the stranger. Why? You sitting here saying hurtful bullshit, and I'm supposed to sit here and listen to it? No. No, ma'am. No. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. Like I said, we're just going to agree to disagree at this point. I said it so many times, but they still want to talk shit and get mad and get heated and want to cuss me out and all this shit. Again, somebody please explain to me how I'm the asshole because I call code enforcement because I'm not used. I told him. And like I said, nothing has been done in writing. Everything has been verbal. But to get me out, something is going to have to be put in writing at this point. Okay. And he keeps going on by the fact because he was like, before I had texted him to let him know when I had found it, because he's rushing me at this point. He rushing me. I didn't move in a day, so I can't move out in a day. And you can't force me to leave. Okay. And no, I'm not giving up no keys or anything like that because it's easy to get the people in there. When you flim-flam people and piss them off and fuck with their shit and all that stuff and piss them off more, then of course it's not going to be easy to get them out because it's messy. It's cool when everything is cool. But I like the fact that we're not cordial no more because he would come in the kitchen when I'm in the kitchen. It's a very small space. He fat, I'm fat. Like, I don't need you in my space. Like I said, he need to be in there with the bitch that he actually fucks with because it's a very small space. I've showed it to y'all on the camera. It's a very teeny tiny space. Okay? We are not a couple. I don't need you behind me when I'm trying to heat up food in the motherfucking microwave, washing the dishes or whatever the fuck else. You know what I'm saying? It's like, not cool. Not cool. So it's I was like, I know I heard a dog. Somebody has their doggy with them. It's not hot outside right now, so they could be in the car. I don't see the dog. Yeah, so then it's so funny when I was down on St. Paul that day, when the CVS, I told you the girl gave me nothing but attitude. She gave me nothing but attitude. My mama said, if you don't like your job, get another one. And if you most certainly do not like interacting with customers, then don't get a customer service-based job. It's not rocket science. It's simple. Even like the dude in the fucking Family Dollar that day. And Traci went in there smiling. Sometimes you got to kill him with the kindness. Sometimes you got to kill him with the kindness. Mr. Kevin and whatever fuck family dollar that was, he obviously was having a bad day. Maybe he didn't get his dick sucked the night before, or whatever. I don't know. But you don't come to work all sourpuss, because he acted like he was mute. When I first asked him, can you, that was the day, with the cell phone. Like, I had to call customer support for that. I had to call customer support today. I don't know what's wrong with these people. Like I said, I need to do like a whole video just about the gig work isms. This is like the third time, y'all. This is like the third time, I would say, like at least in a 2-week time frame. I got the juice. I still got the juice in my car. I haven't even touched it. The dude, I don't know what address the GPS was going by or whatever, because I had a twofer. I had a pick, not from this Wegmans, from the other Wegmans. There's one in Timonium too. It's a bigger one. So I did the whole shop order, and then a second order came in, and it was just 2 things. So I was like, okay, I'm already at the Wegmans, so let me just go ahead and pick up the juice. It was the Jewish grape juice, like the kosher grape juice, and like a gallon of the red Hawaiian punch. That's it. So I was like, okay, yeah, that's cool. And I forget, it was like $15 or whatever, and I had to take it to the city. That part was a bummer, but whatever. I did that, and then I get there, and there's no fucking address. There's no address. It just said Baltimore, Maryland. It was no house number, no street address, no zip code, nothing. So I go pick up a Chick-fil-A order today, and so the address, I knew the building. Like I was parked right in front of the building. Like, not right in front. I had to park down a little bit because all of those spots were taken, because it's like, it's around the time where people started to come home from work and stuff. So I picked up from Chick-fil-A, and I'm about to go outside to go drop it off, because she said leave it at the door. I said, okay. So I'm looking at the directions. I'm looking in the notes. There's no apartment number. So what apartment am I supposed to leave it at if there's no apartment number? And one of my friends had asked me about that too. Like, have you had a mishap with them not putting the right address? I'm like, honey, yes, multiple times at this point. Yes. So I had to call customer support. So like, I had to just put it down somewhere to take the picture so I could still get paid for the run or whatever. So the lady was still on the phone with me. It was a kid. He looked like he was like a high school kid or whatever, and came out, and he was like, he said he forgot to put the address. So I think his brother had placed the order and forgot to put the he put the address. He just didn't put the apartment number. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, so I had to call customer support today. Like, sometimes you just have to do that. Like, because I just want them to know, look, this is not my hiccup. This is their hiccup. What do I do? Because I need to get paid for this run. I don't give a fuck about the free food. I need this money. You know what I'm saying? So thankfully he came out, because I was literally, because she was asking me, like, since it was an apartment building, could I access the building? And I was going up to the door to see if I could actually open the door, because sometimes they're like secured buildings or whatever. So I don't even know if it was. The boy had popped out, and he was like, yeah, he said he forgot the apartment number or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's what I was just on customer support about. So yeah, so it happens. Like, I have to call sometimes, but yeah, this whole thing is fucked up. That's why I started talking about it, because y'all know, like, in the 2.5, almost 3 years that Traci has been on YouTube, like, I'm here to end the flim flam. So it's like, when I go through stuff, I talk about it, because at least it's well documented. Everything from CC to the crazy Spanish lady to the crazy Koreans. It started with the crazy Koreans, and I still got to work on that too. But I have to get past this. So like I said, this too still happened for a reason. It wasn't meant for me to be complacent or to get comfortable in this situation, knowing he knew, but I just left. But he still took his free will and still chose to use and abuse me. That's what he did. So I don't care if people don't seem to agree. This is the reality of the bullshit that I've been dealing with. Okay, so you don't have to agree. This has been the reality of my situation for the barely 2 months. He lied and he used me to get me in this space just to get my money because he obviously can't afford to pay his rent by himself. Mr. Professional Comedian, you can't afford to pay your rent by yourself. And so you have to use bitches to pay your rent. Like that shit is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And when I'm out here hustling all day, every day, what is he doing? He's sitting on his fat ass right there in that damn lazy boy chair. He's sleeping in the chair. He eating the chair. I'm sure if I wasn't in the space, he'd be fucking in the chair and everything else. He do everything in the damn chair. He probably could take a shit in that chair if he could. So don't sit up there and threaten me talking about I need to call you back or else this is gonna happen. Yeah, that's not how this is gonna play out. That's not how it played out because that's you don't know the tenant landlord laws of Maryland. It's easy to get the people in. It's not easy to get them out. I've had a squatter in my house before. And then the fucker, like the people kept trying to serve him the paperwork and his ass would deck out the back door or some stupid shit. Like I had to leave prematurely because that's how uncomfortable that, and and it's so funny too because that fucker's name was Frank too. Like it's oh god. Anyhow, like I said, the shit is fucked up. Traci's still gonna talk about it. I don't give a fuck who has a problem with Traci being an asshole because I have to defend myself and I will continue to defend myself. Okay, because these motherfuckers need to know, don't be pulling the flim flam because Traci is here to end the motherfucking flim flam. So when he prayed for whoever was going to come up into that space to help him out, the good Lord sent him who he was meant to have. The right one to teach you the lesson because you obviously don't know the Maryland tenant and landlord laws. Okay, well Traci's here to teach you. And I don't know who this Heather lady is. But again, you can't just put me out. And we still figured out who the fuck the landlord is because at some point there's some paperwork. There's some paperwork that has to be submitted to the landlord. That's why my paralegal was like, keep track of all this shit. And I did because I already went through this shit when I had. Y'all see the Spanish lady, I got the 2 jobs, lost the 2 jobs because when you start a new job, you can't take off work. She took me to court twice in a 30-day time frame. And what happened? She lost both times. The second time, her and the husband walking up the staircase, looking all, woe is me. Swing low, sweet. Yeah, their heads were hanging real low. Because the black lady judge was frustrated because she's like, well, you have to go back upstairs to legal aid because y'all need to get this paperwork right. So I had until January. This is, I already had my car then too. Did I have my car yet? Wait a minute, because when we went to court, I know by the time that I left, I had the car, and I had got the car like around the 1st of October. So this was like November. I would say this is like around, it was before Thanksgiving. So it was like the 1st of November. Yeah. So it was around the 1st of November, and I had until January. To leave. Because the dumb cow didn't know what the fuck she was doing. And then she's going to try to imply that, I tried to insinuate that she was stupid or whatever. I don't insult people's intelligence. I don't do that because I don't like when people do it to me. No, I don't have 5, 6, 7, 10 degrees plastered or on my wall, but Traci is far from a dummy. Okay. My mama didn't raise no fool. Okay. And the main thing that my mama always said was, you take up for yourself. My mama in Alaska would be in class, and the teacher, when they would ask a question and they, she wants the kids to raise their hand up to see if they can answer the question. What do the white folks do? That's why my mama didn't like white folks. Why? When my mama tried to answer the question, they'd be like, nigga, put your hand down. You stupid. You don't know the answer. My mama was very intelligent. My aunt was very intelligent too. My aunt was the history major. My mama was the English major. Okay. My mom, both of them were far from stupid people. Okay. It's just my aunt finished in school when my mama didn't. And she could have. My mom always wanted to be a nurse. When she was with my stepdad, that would have been the perfect opportunity for my mom to go to nursing school. I don't know why she didn't. Because that's what she wanted to do. Besides her cooking and all this stuff, nursing was a thing. I think something happened with a relative, her uncle or something, and that's why she wanted to be a nurse. Okay, well, she could have been a nurse. That's not my thing. Medicine is not my thing. Like, it's a lot of crazy motherfuckers in the medical field. I know that shit, though. I know that. Whoo, I know that for a fact. Woo. Anyhow, so yeah, so I mean, shit is what it is. It is what it is at this point. But like I said, class is still in session because people need to know this property manager lady is not doing her job. Okay. The landlord obviously has not officially been informed. And if they have been informed, like we don't even know. Like it's listed as like the real estate group. We don't know. Like I'm assuming because like I said, I've worked for real estate people before. If it's the actual real estate group, then most likely it would be the broker, the person that actually owns the real estate firm should be the person that would be considered the landlord, I would feel at this point, if it's actually owned by the actual real estate group, as far as what I know based upon my experience. But again, what Traci know is you can't just put me out. You can't just put my shit out. You were already fucking with my shit. I'm sure the rodents that already got into my food that was in the cabinets, that was taken out the cabinets. Because like I told him when I came out the room that day, the more you manipulate and move my shit doesn't mean that I'm leaving any sooner. Well, I don't want no hard feelings or whatever. He just want me to leave. Like I'm making him uncomfortable, obviously, not just by my overage of stuff, but just still being in the space. Okay, well, good, because you've done nothing but make my life uncomfortable and inconvenience me too. And you threw out my fucking aloe vera plant. That too is theft. Okay, so it's other shit that I know that has to be missing too. It's just I can't really see it because Traci got a lot of shit. It's fine. So I just have to make more phone calls and draft up more documents that eventually will need to be submitted. Because Traci is here to end the flim flam. Don't put up with these people's bullshit. If you stand up for yourself and you say no and you push back, you knuck when you buck when you have to, then they won't continue to do this shit to other people. I mean, he might try this shit on another bitch. But if she know, like I know, that he gonna be put through the same situation. Because when the good Lord's trying to teach you a lesson, honey, if you don't get the lesson the first time, he will put you through a whole nother storm, a whole nother trial, a whole nother situation until you learn that lesson. Mm-hmm. He will do that. Yes, he most certainly will. He will do that. Mm-hmm. So I hope they learn the lesson. I hope everybody right now, class is still a session. I hope they learning the lesson. For real. I hope they learning the lesson. Because I'm not done yet. I'm just getting started. I'm literally just getting started. Okay. I'm just getting started. And so there's like I told you, I'm still working on my fucking unemployment situation stuff. I'm still trying to get the packet together to send to the governor's office. Like if I don't hear nothing in a week, that I'm calling the news or whoever the fuck else I got to get to help me because I need my money. It is 2.5 years is way too damn long for me to get my money. And after I've already contacted the Secretary of Labor's office for the state of Maryland, like that shit is ridiculous. I got paid 1 week. You see on my Beacon account that I have a whole balance that's still just been sitting there. Oh, well, how many weeks were you supposed to get paid? And that little black girl gave me attitude. And I totally forgot about it until I reread the motherfucking emails. And I got mad all over again. Like, if this was somebody else in their little family situation or just their money situation in general, they owe me a lot of money that I worked for. Okay, this is money that I worked for. I'm not looking for no handout. This is money that I worked for that they still are not paying me my money. Anybody else that was owed all of these stacks of money would do whatever the flark that they had to do to get their money too. Why am I the asshole? Why does Traci always have to be the asshole every single time that I have to fight for what's right? I have to fight for my shit. I have to defend myself. Why does that make me the asshole? Because Traci's the only one that's going to stand up and piss people off and put the fire underneath people's ass, whatever the fuck. I don't care. Because obviously that's what I'm here for. Obviously that's the good Lord made me this way. I got this mouth and everything else. I've been jaded and scorned and so much because of all the shit that these people keep doing to me. Obviously, even the shit that I'm going through right now, I have to go through this shit too, because obviously there's a lesson within this shit. You prayed for somebody to come in that was going to help you. Okay, but this is the help. This is the help that you're getting. You have to go to class and get taught this lesson. I bet you won't flim-flam another bitch. Mm-hmm. Maybe you need to finally get it the fuck up off your ass, your lazy fat ass, and get a part-time job or do some real side hustle shit. Maybe you need to get a car and be out here door dashing and shit so you can have money to supplement your income so you can pay your rent by yourself. You can rip and run your hose and do whatever the fuck you want in your little space by yourself with your rodents. Maybe you should get Mickey and Minnie out there. Put Mickey and Minnie out there doing something to help you come up with some extra money so you can pay your rent so you can be in there by yourself. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Since you want to be up in there with them rodents, like I said, y'all cannot tell me that motherfucker did not know that there was rodents. They in the walls. They in the walls. So you can't tell me that he didn't see nothing running around. He didn't hear nothing scratching. He just nasty. He lazy and nasty. And I'm sorry. Traci is not used to living like that. So I will continue to make the phone calls. I will continue to draft the letters. Like by the time that we went to court, me and the Spanish lady, I had all the shit. Because what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to inform the landlord of the rodent in like the it's not always an infestation with people. If there's a sighting of a rodent, it doesn't necessarily mean there's an infestation. There's an infestation in this problem because it's four little row houses that were made into apartments, and the rodents are in all. They just keep going back and forth through all the units. So all of them would have to be treated. All of them, okay. And I think there's a handicapped person in one of the units or whatever. So again, that person should not be living in a dwelling space. But there's rodents running around. Like, I don't know what their health problem is or whatever, but people with health, like elderly people and people with health problems should not be living in a dwelling space where there's rodents running around. I'm sorry. And so when he said, that's why what? I should have probably sat here and listened to that damn video because I haven't had a chance to do it. I've been working so much, but because he had said that I was trying to get everybody evicted. No, I wasn't trying to get nobody evicted. No, I was not, sir. What I was trying to do was to get somebody to deal with the issue, and the issue was not being dealt with. I was working on it. No, the fuck you weren't. That's why I had to call code enforcement, because if you were working on it, then there already should have been an exterminator to the house. We know there's a property manager. We don't know exactly who the fuck the landlord is. The landlord is supposed to be contacted in writing, about the issue. Like, I'm the tenant, so I'm informing the landlord this is the issue. Since he don't want to do it because he fat and lazy and just cool living in the fucking living space with the rodents, let his ass get bit up by the mouse then. Let the mice continue to eat up his shit, but he don't have no shit. That's why I'm like, you sitting here trying to give away my shit. What the fuck toiletries and food you got? You ain't have shit. You didn't even have a motherfucking shower curtain, and he didn't even put up the motherfucking shower curtain until the bitch came. I bought the rings. I bought the pole. I bought the shower curtain. None of that shit was put up until the night when the bitch came, the light-skinned girl that he fucked that night. That's when the fucking shower curtain finally got put up. Talk about the pole wouldn't stay up there, but it's miraculous that the pole has been staying up since he put it up, since the night that the light-skinned girl was there. Like, okay. But like I said, y'all, it's just going to take a little bit more time. It's going to take a little bit more time. It's going to take a little bit more time and more fighting because, like I said, I just need to get my stuff moved. I'm going to have to move my stuff by myself, so that's more work for me because I got to try to make money and I got to try to get my stuff moved. But like I said, I don't have nobody to help me, and it's fine. Like, I will do the shit by myself. However long it takes, I will do what the fuck I got to do. And nobody should give me no grief, because at this point I will pop the fuck off. That day y'all saw when that police officer was there, when I saw my shit, because Kay was like, because I was gone all night, she was like, you need to ride past the house, because she's like, I think he might have put some of your stuff out. So of course when I rode past the house, when I saw my shit sitting there, I got mad all over again. Like, Lord have mercy. Like, oof. All I know is when I've been going through this shit, even like with the crazy bra, she's like, oh, I think I would have got along with your mama. No, my mama wouldn't have liked you. Because you did too much fucked up shit to her child. My mama didn't like nobody fucking with her child. And you most certainly, ma'am, did a whole bunch of fucked up shit to her child. Stealing, oh, that's an automatic ass whipping right there. This shit that this motherfucker pulled, same thing. They should just be glad that my mama in heaven, that she's not still in the 3D realm, because Lord have mercy, there would have been a whole bunch of cussing, and there might have been some hands swinging too. My mama didn't play. Like I said, I see the mama isms when I watch Tyler Perry, play Medea and stuff like that. Like that. I keeps a piece of steel. Peace be still. I keeps a piece of steel. Yeah, that was my mama. Okay. That was most certainly my mama. Was like, I wouldn't play with her. I wouldn't. My mama had a tongue like a machete. She sure did. So by the time she did the Zora on you, you'd be sitting there with the little birdies rolling around your head like, what the fuck just happened? I don't know. You had that mama tongue lashing on you. That's what it was. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So people could call me crazy. Like I said, my cousin called me crazy because I was talking about the PP stuff. I was talking about the PP stuff because I'm trying to tell you that PP stuff is going to come full circle. It's going to come full circle. I've already seen it. I've already seen it. It's going to come full circle. So it's meant for me to talk about it because it's an experience that I had that was fucked up, that needed to be talked about, because me talking about it, there's record. There's record of all the dumb shit that Traci's had to go through. It's record. It's all, honey, I've recorded over 1,000 videos now. 1,000. Mm-hmm. So anything that needs to be talked about, I had to start talking about this shit. I had to start talking about this shit because it was wearing on my spirit too much. I'm not happy in this space. I haven't been happy. He lied and he used me. And I don't appreciate that shit. You a whole man. Be a man. Stand up on your own 2 feet, grab your sack, and be a motherfucking man. Don't try to use bitches to come up in there that you not dealing with to pay your rent because your broke ass can't pay your own motherfucking rent. Get up off your ass like everybody else and work. Okay? It's nice to have a dream. But obviously you need to work and make more money so you could afford to live in that little mousetrap by yourself. You don't have to use no other bitches. Because like my mechanic friend said, no dude would have put up with that shit because they most certainly would have checked him. Okay? So he's not going to go with the back and forth with another dude. And that space is too small. Yeah, it's easier to try to manipulate a bitch. But what you're not going to do is manipulate this bitch. What you're not going to do is think that you could pull an even bigger flim flam on this bitch. Okay? Like I said, you don't know what a person's experience and knowledge. You don't know what it is. You don't know what they've been through. Traci's been through a lot. That's why I have gained more knowledge just by going through the shit that I've been going through. That's why I know the good Lord has something good in store for me. So like, I don't care if the lady don't want me talking about the PP shit. I done already talked about the PP shit. And if I still need to talk about the PP shit, I'm going to talk about it. Okay? This shit is fucked up. The dude used me. Okay? So what is Traci doing? Ending the flim flam. Because that's what I'm here to do. Okay? So, and I don't care who don't like that either. Like I said, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who anybody has a problem with what it is that I need to do, obviously, to continue to defend myself. And then in turn, I can teach other people. Like if you're dealing with this type of situation right here, this obviously is what you're dealing with. This is the first thing that you need to do. Okay? So Traci's here for a reason. My little small knit family is gone. Traci is most certainly still here because the good Lord has stuff that he needs me to do. All right, no problem. No problem. I just need to get into my own little space. I need my own little office. I need my own little computer set up. So I might actually get me another little desktop or whatever. I just need to do what it is that Traci needs to do. That's it. No problem. And then after this, it's no more living with folks. It's no more living with folks. It's no more responding to, any more marketplace ads for rooms to rent and all this stuff. And I'm not saying that other people that are on there, are not legitimate and, are better landlords and all this stuff. But I found the absolute 2 worst situations that I could possibly find. Just like I dealt with the 2 most worst, absolute fucked up Capricorns ever in life. Same thing happened with this whole little marketplace scenario situation. And the person that I'm referring to, they'll know. Like I said, at some point when Tracy blow up, when I blow up, the people that I have talked about, like I said in my videos, they'll know. They know who they are. Mm-hmm. So he was an asshole too and a user. Everything will come full circle eventually. Everything will come full circle. Like this shit is crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. And I'm beyond tired. Like I'm tired. Like don't sit up there and see somebody like in a desperate situation and then you just automatically want to use and abuse them. That's a predator to me. You know, I just needed like at least 6 months. Like I could have got my money situation square in 6 months. The rent was cheap. So it's like I could have got myself together. But no. It's okay though. It's okay. So when I finally get on the road, what I'm not doing is heading down south. That's what I'm not doing. Okay. Like I needed to check up on at least one relative, but they didn't hang up on me like my dad did, but they made it clear that they didn't have time to talk to me. I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Y'all don't have time for me. Tracy ain't giving them no more money. Not doing that. Like I said, when I need help, I can't get the fucking help that I need when I need it. So I ain't giving up no more money. I'm not doing that. This stuff is nasty, but I done almost drank all of it anyways. I done paid my money. I want to drink it. So, so I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like it's gonna take longer. And then when I'm going through this stuff, it fucks with my mental where I can't focus on other stuff. So I'm on the hamster wheel for right now. I'm not gonna be on the hamster wheel forever. This is what I got. So I'm dealing with it. I just I'm tired of being used and abused. So like I said, at this point, it's just meant for Tracy to be by herself. I need to live by myself. I need to be by myself. Like there's certain little like I would say rituals that I had set up for myself. Like when I was chilling in my apartment by myself in Cumberland, I was bored as shit. I was bored as shit, but I had my regular routine. I would get my coffee when I wanted to. I would go across the street to the little diner to, get my little breakfast just to get out the house a couple of times a week. I would go down there to play my lottery. Like I'm not a small town person. Tracy most certainly is a city person. I'm a city person. I don't want people all up in my business. And they sit up there and like I would hear a couple of times I knew who they were talking about, and then a couple of times I didn't. But like every time when I would go in that diner, that somebody's in there talking about somebody else, and I'm like, y'all don't have no life that you just gonna sit up here in the diner and talk about somebody else. Like I don't have time for this shit. I have shit to do. I have shit to do. So I mean, but it is what it is. Everything at this point, it is what it is. Like I bet you they will think twice before they try to flim flam somebody else after this whole little scenario situation plays itself out. Because right now we're still going through the process, because he had made a comment about, oh, they were going to come in and, move my stuff out the weekend. Oh, Lord Jesus. I'm like, Lord, please, 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 he hasn't learned a lesson yet. He hasn't learned a lesson. Like, please get him before they make the situation worse. I'm still sleepy though. I'm still sleepy. Like I don't have no clothes to wash because this is normally when I go to the laundromat to wash clothes, and then I normally just take a nap while my clothes are washing. But I don't have enough dirty clothes right now for a load because I just washed. Ugh. Yep. So stay tuned, y'all. Stay tuned because This shit is far from over. It's far from over. And like I said, I'm not getting no good sleep. When I went over to my friend's house for Easter, that's the first time that I got some decent rest in months. Because like I said, the crazy lady and her child, her special needs child, were coming in the room fucking with me when I'm asleep. And I kept saying, please leave me alone when I'm asleep. I don't have to fake sleep. I don't have no problem sleeping. Like, please leave me alone. They wouldn't leave me alone. And then I went from that situation, to having rodents running around my air mattress. So it's just by the grace of God that they didn't puncture a hole or chew through my air mattress. I'm tired. Like, I shouldn't, when I've paid rent, I should not be sitting in my car, right? I shouldn't have to sit in my car. I shouldn't have to sleep in my car. Because if I'm going to have to sleep in my car, I'm going to have to sleep in my car. But I shouldn't have had to pay rent and not feel comfortable where I was paying rent, because he don't never go nowhere. Like, every single time I come out the room, he like this, looking. I'm like, nigga, go somewhere. Go do something. Like, I'm like, fuck, I can't heat up no food. I can't go to the bathroom in peace. Shit is crazy. And it's uncomfortable. Like, I haven't, like I said, I have not been comfortable or happy in that space. So, I mean, he seemed all right when I first got there, but you got to get in the mix. You got to get in that shit to know exactly how fucked up it's about to be. You know what I mean? It's like you don't know until you actually get in the mix. So I've made it very clear. I mean, I've recorded many videos, and I don't give a fuck who has a problem with whatever it is that I have to say to defend myself, because the shit that's going on is illegal and is fucked up. Okay, I was not in a relationship with this person. I did not enter this situation to try to be with them. Okay, I had to get away from the crazy narcissist lady. I had to. Okay, I had to. She was pissing me the fuck off, and she had proven time and time again that she was not my friend. And then, like I said, my cousin was giving her little opinions about that shit too. Whatever, I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you feel, how you feel. Fuck your feelings, fuck your feelings, fuck your feelings too. That shit was fucked up. You can't sit up there and tell me that you a friend of mine when you literally have talked shit about me behind my back since day one. Your dude told me that. He was the first one to tell me that. And then you still talking shit. So obviously Traci is doing something right, because I'm rubbing all of these people. I am shining my light on the darkness of all these fuckers that are obviously not good people. They're scammers. They're liars. They're users. They're thieves. 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 They're thieves. Sorry. They're thieves. Okay? Stealing people money, stealing people food, throwing their aloe vera plants away, and shit like that. They thieves. Okay? So if we playing cops and robbers, Traci gonna be the cop. You the robber. You stole my shit. You got to get locked up. Mm-hmm. This is the type of shit that happens when you try to flim-flam people. When you try to use and abuse people. When you don't try to stand up on your own 2 feet to take care of your own shit. I'm not out here trying to hem nobody up. I'm not trying to get hemmed up in the process either. But Traci got hemmed up. My phone is about to die. I got hemmed up. Did I ask for this shit? No. I didn't know that the foe was a liar until I got in the mix. You can only go by a person's word until you get into the mix. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me, it's starting to get cold too. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, I bet you I got a roll fast, so I got potty. Oh, I'm tired. So, I mean, that's just pretty much it. Traci is tired of being used and abused. Like, if I haven't said it before, Tracy's tired of being used and abused. I'm tired of being used and abused. So like I said, I will still stand up and defend what I need to defend and whatever. Like I said, it's like I was trying to see if there was something that I could do, to help out the homeless dude. But, like I said, with this situation, it's like I've had to sleep in the car before, but it was a car that actually ran and I could, do what I need to do during the course of the day. And then I just had to sleep in the car at night. But I mean, the car is not functional. So, and then he's literally going to pay somebody to tow it somewhere else. Like sometimes you can help people, sometimes you can't. And I just realized, like no matter how bad I felt about the situation, meeting this particular person, there's nothing I could do to help. But I mean, I would if I could, but there's nothing I could do to help. I got to work on my own shit. Oh, let me put my shoes back on. I should have went in the grocery store before it closed to go potty, but I didn't have to go potty then. Oh, I still got this damn sauce on my leg. Oh. Oh. Everything is gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. But like I said, since I've been inconvenienced and made uncomfortable, they're gonna have to be inconvenienced and made uncomfortable too, which I know they already have because my overage of stuff obviously bothers them. It obviously bothers them. It didn't stop them from using my shit. It didn't stop them from eating up my food. So the refrigerator is bare at this point, but all of my food, from what I can tell, is still in the freezer. They didn't mess with my freezer food. But I'm sorry. I can't stand a lazy ass man. I can't stand it. It's one of my pet peeves, just like with people lying on me and shit like that. I can't stand a cheap ass man that's lazy. Like shit just don't make no sense. Ugh. And it's way too much money out there to be made for people to be lazy like that, just sitting on their ass. You know what I mean? Like I get out here every single day. I'm exhausted. I'm literally running on fumes right now. But I do what I gotta do. I've always been a workhorse. I've never been a lazy person. This shit right here is crazy. To me, it's crazy. If other people can put up with it and they cool with it, then that's fine. I got a problem with it. Especially when you're trying to use and abuse me to get my money because your ass is lazy and don't want to take care of yourself. Like that shit is crazy. I was born and raised to be an independent person. Not to use and abuse people, not to steal from people, okay? You work for your shit to get your own shit. You don't steal from people. You don't use people. You tell the truth and you live your life with integrity. That's what I was taught. Obviously, other people took a long time for me to realize other people didn't get them same life lessons. But Tracy is not here to be flim-flammed. And don't think because I'm down and out that I don't have access to people and eventually resources to, again, deal with bullshit that's constantly dished my way. Tracy is not nobody's fool. Tracy is here to still fight the good fight. Because mama said you gotta defend yourself. And that's what I'm doing. Like I said, people should have left my shit alone. Shouldn't have threw my aloe vera plant out. It pissed me off. I needed time to get my shit together. I didn't have the money to put it in a little pot because I would have put it in a little pot and I would just left it outside. But you just automatically throw my shit away. Okay. What if I start throwing your shit away? I ain't never been up in their room. They always up in my room. They always fucking with my shit. What if I go in your room, start throwing away your shit? See how that feels. I'm not a vengeful person, but see how that feels when you are violated and your things are violated. Let's see how that makes you feel. Let me throw your shit out. See how that's gonna fly. Let me throw your shit out. So like I said, this is part of the lesson. You cannot mess with people's stuff. You cannot throw people's stuff out. You cannot kick nobody out. It has to be in writing, and they have to have a 30-day notice. Matter of fact, let's look that up and see if it's like that for all the 50 states. Let's see. Because I only know what's going on in Maryland. I don't know about all the other states. If a landlord wants a tenant to vacate their property, do they have to give them a 30-day notice, and does that apply to all 50 states? Yes, landlords must almost always provide written notice to a tenant to vacate, but a 30-day notice is not a universal standard for all the 50 states. Oh, okay. While many states use 30 days for month to month tenancies, notice requirements often range from 7 to 60 days, depending on the state, lease type, and reason for eviction. Hmm. All right. So for the state of Maryland, how long of a notice does a landlord have to inform a tenant to vacate their property? Okay, in Maryland, landlords generally must provide 60 days written notice. That's what it says. Sorry for the glare, y'all. Sorry for the glare. Sorry for the glare. It's highlighted. You can't really see it. It's right there. It says they have to provide them 60-day written notice to terminate a month-to-month lease or a lease for a stated term. For year-to-year tenancies, 90 days notice is required. Week-to-week leases require 7 days notice. These notices must be written and usually coincide with the rent cycle. So for month to month, and see, that's what I'm saying. It's like I asked him like 3 different times what was the little written up little roommate agreement was going to be. He never did that. It took him a couple of days to even give me my key when I first officially moved in. He lied about the company. I asked him about the Wi-Fi code. Is Wi-Fi included? He said yes. Of course, I never got the Wi-Fi code. Okay, I asked were the utilities included. He said yes. And it wasn't until I had actually got moved in, and literally the day that I paid my March rent is when he came back to me talking about, oh, by the way, I forgot to tell you that I got to pay a water bill. So that whole thing caused a whole little argument, like I said, between me and my cousin. And then you pay a water bill, but that's why it's good to have an op slash paralegal in your corner, because when she looked it up, ain't nobody paid on that motherfucking water bill since 2024. And then again, I'm being called out to be the asshole because I'm an older female with a sugar problem. So I have to go to the bathroom when I have to go to the bathroom. And then my cousin was like, well, I would have just been going to the bathroom when I had to. I was like, I was going to the bathroom. Well, not every time. It's water under the bridge now at this point. It's water, but it would Jinx Monsoon always say it's water off the duck's back. It's water off the duck's back at this point. It's water off the duck's back. I'm just saying, I'm tired of being, fucked over. That's all I'm saying. I'm tired of being fucked over. And because you fuck with my shit, it pissed me off. And it continued to piss me off. Why? Because you continue to fuck with my shit. Ugh. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey? What's going on, Jeffrey? I see you up late, Jeffrey. Yeah, so like I said, they'll know next time, because it's easy to get the people in there. It's not easy to get them out. It's not easy to get them out. So they should still be in the learning process that this is not how it's supposed to work. This is not how it's going to go, because you didn't get what you wanted. And so you just gonna put people out and put their stuff out. That's not how it works. It's not how it works. So, like I said, Tracy's here to school, folks, and it's cool. It's fine. But this will be the last time that I live with somebody. This will be the last time. The last time. So when Tracy move again, it's Tracy moving into her own shit. You know, where I could be at peace, where I could sleep in my own bed, like my own actual bed, not an air mattress. Like I have a bed in the storage, you know. I paid a lot of money for that bed. Like I need to be able to sleep on my bed. So, and it's a whole bunch of places. Like when I'm riding around and stuff, I see a whole bunch of places. Like, excuse me, there's even some places right now that are offering like free rent, I guess, to try to get the people in there. Because I haven't seen that in a while. But there have been a few places, like at least three different places, I think. At least three that I can recall. Like I had wrote down a couple of them, but the last one that I had seen, I didn't write it down, so I don't remember where it was. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Jeffrey. Yeah, so like I said, y'all, everything is gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. I gotta move this stuff by myself. So I'm mentally trying to prepare myself for that. Cause like I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be tired. Like I gotta try to make money and move by myself. So I gotta do what I gotta do. As always, I gotta do what I gotta do. Tracy's here to end the flim flam. Tracy's here to end the flim flam. Stop trying to flim flam, folks. Stop trying to pull the flim flam. Not everybody is going to be, passive and just let you try to bend them over and buck fuck them and think that they, not going to say nothing. Like, mm-mm. Mm-mm. No. Oh. I gotta go potty. I feel like I'm getting a headache. I need to drink some water. So let me go potty and drink a water. Actually, no, let me keep my blanket because it keeps my legs warm. And then this whole thing with this oil change, like this shit, I'm not trying to have this kind of pluck my nerves too, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Oh, all of my money is going towards this car payment, so. What you talk about, Jeffrey? Dear God, please watch over my lady friend Tracy. Keep her in a good mood. In Jesus' name, I pray. Amen. Oh, thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate that so much. This window is dirty. This window. What is this thing doing? Okay. This button is not working. Ay, Jesus. I have all of my snacks and all the stuff in here. It's like, I just feel like I need to switch out cars at this point. That's what it's feeling like. So there was this nice lady at the Royal Farms that I had to do power with the last time because I don't remember the coming out of this one. So it's like, I think it's already like three. I think it's already three Royal Farms on Roycestown Road, and they closed down the Ramada in Pikesville. That was rodent infested too. It was okay when me and my ex used to go there years ago. It was still decent because if it wasn't, I wouldn't have went there. But now, after all this time, it's like I guess they didn't want to put no money into fixing it up and patching up the holes where the rodents were coming through. Because the one room that they had me in, like I don't know why, something had fell behind the bed, and it was mice poop all on the fucking box spring while I'm asleep. Like that's what I'm saying. It's like I can't live with the fucking rodents. I can't do it. So anybody that's pissed off because I had to call code enforcement, sorry, not sorry, because you should have handled the situation. You should have told the landlord to bring the fucking exterminator in the house like I needed you to, and that didn't happen. So that's why my paralegal is still digging to find out who the actual landlord is, because on paper it's just a real estate group. But it has to be somebody. It has to be somebody. You got to submit the paperwork to somebody. Yep. Like they do research. Traci actually drafts documents. I don't know why this window. Did I hit the button? Yeah, I hit the button. I was like, because it wasn't going down. It's about to go down. You know I love you, sweetheart. I love you too, Jeffrey. You know I love you. I really appreciate you. Like I said, I am honored to call you my friend, dear. I really am. You are awesome. Oh, excuse me. Hold on, let me put this thing in here. I gotta put it. Mama said you gotta be responsible with your stuff. And I gotta put it on a loop-de-loop on the inside. Because right now it's scratching up my titty. All right. Let's go putty. Putty. Wait a minute, my bag is over here.
How are you?
Fine.
I'm sorry to bother you. So I recently aged out of foster care. I'm kind of on my own now, staying in my truck. I just started working. I get my first paycheck tomorrow on Friday. I have no gas to make it work in the morning. I'm really not going to make it very far out of here. I'm not asking for gas money. I'm asking for food and gas money.
I don't have that much money on my card.
Okay.
Like I have quarters. Like I've been door dashing and I had to pay a bill. So, but I try to help when I can. All right, you too. Let's see. I would say that the homeless dude that's in the woods, I feel is more down and out. First of all, this little boy is cute. Okay. That's first of all. Second of all, he might be telling the truth. He might be. I just don't have it like that. I don't have it like that. Excuse me. Like, I don't have it like that. I mean, just because he's cute. If I had it, I would have gave it to him. I would have. We don't need any scratch marks on. Yeah. Well, it wasn't that. But I mean, it's because I finally cut my nails. I finally cut my nails. Oh. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. I mean, at least he did say he wasn't asking for no cash. So I mean, I have my quarters. I can give him my quarters. Like that's probably like $5, $6. Because he said put the gas in his truck. He said he wasn't asking for the cash. So that right there doesn't let me think that he a crackhead and just trying to get crack or a bottle or something. You know. And I know how that is. You start a job, like people will help you, but again, they don't really help you because they really trying to help you. They just want something from you. It's always some shit. Like I literally think I don't like I didn't do DoorDash. I already withdrew the money off of my car for Uber, and I think I only had like $9 on my damn DoorDash. Because I didn't do DoorDash today, because Dee always be acting up. But I mean, I understand when you're trying. At least he said he had just got a job. You know, he's trying. He's not sitting on his ass, just expecting some bitch to come along and pay his rent. Like I said, I don't care who has a problem with Traci and her mouth, because if you wouldn't fuck me over, I wouldn't have no reason to put my mouth on you. And that's real talk. Okay, well, Jeffrey, you don't think that he puts people along people's paths sometimes to help? I mean, right now I need some help. Is anybody helping me? No. But that doesn't mean that I can't help somebody in return. I need some help right now. Is anybody helping me? No. You too. Huh? Have a great night. You too. Here. This is literally all I got is my laundry money. But at least it's something.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
God bless you.
God bless you too. No problem. Somebody peed at that pump because you can smell it. It's like so my little $5 and $6 can help somebody, I will help them. No problem. And they literally right there at the pump trying to put the gas in there. So I mean, it could have been a flim flam. It don't feel like a flim flam, but strangers have always helped me when I really, really needed it. The lady had took me in, but then towards the end, she was trying to use me too. So that's ultimately the reason why I had to leave. But Sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't know that I was. My fingers just hits the button. My finger hits the button. So like I said, I don't feel like it was a flim flam. Like it doesn't seem like it's a flim flam. And I know how it is. Like I know how it is when you need help and there's nobody there to help you. I know how that is. I'm going through that right now. Like literally, I'm going through that right now. I gotta plug my phone in. I'm literally going through that right now. You know, have I asked anybody for help? No, I have not. Because most of the time, people really don't want to help you. And plus, I'm a Virgo. So, I mean, if it gets desperate enough that I would finally help. But when I get to that point where I feel like I'm desperate and then somebody tell me no, then I'm really going to be in my feelings. So I'm not going to set myself up for the downfall. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to do that to myself. Like, I'm literally not going to do that to myself. But, oh, that was just my leftover change for the last time I did my laundry. So if it can help somebody put some, like this gas is high as shit and they got a truck. So I know like right now, and this is a little car that's a hybrid. So it's like, it's not fully burning all the gas, but it takes like at least about, I would say $40 to fill up this tank. And they got a truck. So it would cost more. And this gas here at the Rural Farm, I think it's like 389. I think it's three. I can't see it. I think it's 389. I go to the BP on Liberty Road. As long as you pay cash, it's 3.79 a gallon right now. So I'm down to like 3 notches. So I have to put gas in the car before I get my day started tomorrow. So I'm like, tomorrow's Friday and tomorrow's payday. Well, it's not payday. Like it's the day like that my car payment is due. So it's like I have to be out to make money. So I'm not, he has his own little people and stuff. Like I said, we might have to switch out the cars. I don't know. I have all of my shit in here. Not all of my shit, my snacks and all of the shit, my shit. Tracy always got her shit. Because I can't put food in the storage. So, and these are like my snacks. Like I try to have as many snacks, during the day. And I have my bottles of water and stuff like that. They were on the floor, but I picked them up because I needed to clean up anyway. So I just put them in the back seat or whatever. But, oh, oh, oh. That noise is so weird. It's weird. It is weird. It is weird. I'm tired. Yeah, Tabitha Brown. Tabitha Brown has been oh, oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Thank you. You know who you are. You know how awesome you are. You know how beautiful a person you are. You know how much you make me laugh. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Tracy, you have your goods in the car. Yeah, I have my snacks, and my overage of waters, like, because I don't drink the water every day. I get it, and then, I sip on it and play with it. Like, Tracy still got a problem drinking water, so, Yeah, so I have plenty of water that's in there. Oh my God. Like I'm sitting here looking like a whole ragamuffin. He is so cute. Like, oh my God. Like Tracy, you need to do something with this woolly mammoth. It's time to tame the woolly mammoth, Lord Jesus. Like the weather's trying to get nice. Everybody out. The YNs, the cutie patooties. And I'm sitting here looking like a damn ragamuffin. He was looking right at me too. I'm like, oh my, because I was looking like, I'm sorry, you eye candy. I'm a look. Shit, I'm sorry. Tracy's always been a sucker for a pretty face. A pretty face. A pretty face. Yeah. I said it. Anyhow. So I had mentioned Tabitha Brown because her videos, like I used to watch her videos all the time. And then I haven't seen any of her videos for a good little minute. And I swear to y'all, I swear to you on my mother that's not in the grave, Tabitha Brown just automatically popped up on the TV in the house. And I bet you if I try to go back and find that video, I probably couldn't even find the damn video. But she tried to, Tabitha was talking to me, y'all. She was talking to me. She's like, they don't want you there no more. I'm like, what you mean, Tabby? Yeah, it's time that you get yourself together. So you could leave and go on your merry way because they don't want you there no more. I was like, Tabby, how the fuck are you trying to tell me about my shit? She was talking to me, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. She was looking right in the TV. She was looking right at the TV. She's like, they don't want you there no more. I'm like, so then, like literally just yesterday, the day before yesterday, her video started popping up again. I'm like, so it was her and her little husband's little anniversary. So they went to the place, the little venue where they got married, but it was closed. Like it was closed. Okay, they got their little gas. They gone now. Mr. Handsome. What's up, Mr. Handsome? How you doing? Yeah, so I helped somebody, y'all. Like I said, they didn't feel like a flim flam, and they literally just put their little gas in there and they just drove off. So hopefully he has enough gas tomorrow, to start his little job and stuff like that. Like I said, I needed help, and I don't necessarily get the help that I need when I need it, but
Hey, y'all.
What's up, Tabby?
Oh, today we're recording a Get Ready With Me for my anniversary shoot for celebrating 23 years with my husband.
Oh.
Is,
okay, I can't watch that right now.
Director.
Okay,
she wants it a certain way.
Hold on. Yes. I don't even know who that is. That's something new that just literally popped up on my... So, I was thinking about Tabby too because, she went vegan because she was having some medical issues. and I'm trying to tell y'all, like, it's some stuff that's going on right now because it's like I've been like for dinner I got the little salmon Caesar salad from Trader Joe's. I got a whole nother bag of oranges, not realizing the Cara oranges are extra sweet and juicy because they seedless. So I'm fine. I done spent my money on it. I gotta eat it, no problem. But the more salads and fruit and stuff that I've been eating lately, I got my little I like the little sweet peppers from, I think I got those from Trader Joe's. No, wait a minute. Maybe I got those from Wegmans. I can't remember. I normally get them from Trader Joe's, but I just went to Trader Joe's tonight. I'm sorry, my titties itching. Anywho, I like eating the little sweet peppers by itself. Like I can eat them, but I don't need no ranch or nothing. I can eat them just right out the bag. So I've been eating more salads and stuff like that. And I had mentioned it, like I got that burger, the little junior bacon cheeseburger, whatever, from Wendy's the other day. Like I've wasted like two of those already. Like I took a bite and I'm like, I don't like it. So then there was this gentleman's channel, like he has plaque psoriasis real bad. And he, adjusted his diet. Like he doesn't eat meat anymore and all that stuff. And so he was showing his skin, how his skin has changed, because he pretty much now is like, I think he's like a raw vegan. He said he doesn't cook his food anymore. So I think he's raw vegan now, and he was making something that looked like a green smoothie or whatever. So he had it like all over his face, and it's like on the back of his hands. So it his hands are kind of like discolored. Obviously, it made his skin look darker, but the scales and like his skin was cracked and all types of stuff. Like it's better now. Like even on his face and stuff, you can't tell. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting to that point now where I need to start doing some of that stuff too for myself, because the sugar, like I have to defeat the sugar demon. Like the sugar demon, I need to get the sugar demon off my back. You know. So it's hard to focus on eating right and focus on just anything in general when I'm constantly bombarded with bullshit. Yeah. I mean, I need to. I'm trying to. So like I said, the more salads and stuff that I've been eating, like I've just been eating fruit, vegetables. I mean, I've had chips. Like I had chips. Like I had a bag, the medium sized bag of little Lay's chips. I had that, and like yesterday, I had the little. I like the Utz party mix with the pieces, like it's like little Doritos and the corn chips and the pretzels and all that stuff. I like that. So I had one of those yesterday. But I'm trying to take care of myself. It's just I need to get off this damn hamster wheel. She's scratching the dandruff, y'all. I told you I'm a scratcher, picker, popper. Ooh, that's a big old flake. That's a big old flake. Oh, Lord. Yes. See, my mama used to do that for me. My mama used to scratch my hair. I told you. Like, she would scratch all the dandruff and then saturate my scalp with olive oil. And she would just, like, for the longest time, she always had nails. So she would just dig her nails in my scalp. And I'm like, oh, my God, that felt so good. Like, because when I was still relaxing my hair, I used to have a problem with really bad dandruff from the relaxers, because I don't have that problem now that I'm not relaxing my hair no more. But after she would go through that whole process and wash my hair, and she would go through there to make sure there weren't no more flakes, and then she would start the olive oil process all over again and just keep scratching. There's nothing like it, honey. Yeah, it's just a little short from that one little scratch. I found a stray pit bull guarding a torn box in the alley. He growled the second I got close. Okay.
Hey, buddy. I brought you something to eat. That's it.
Oh, oh, oh. Oh, it was two kitties in there.
You were keeping them safe?
Oh.
All right. Get them cookie. I'm out. Oh, good boy.
Oh.
Look at that.
The little pit bull was watching over the little kitties. This little orange kitty and a brown kitty, well, black kitty.
Mostly because you're a dick.
My phone is buffering.
Make sure you're following me and comment your zodiac sign.
Can you hear me?
Is about to come true.
I need to let the phone charge.
I wish
Jeffrey,
fulfilled right now. Great
you still in the chat?
coming to you. This only means abundance, wealth, and the windfall of money is coming. Make sure you're following me and comment.
Okay, I guess I need to charge my phone. All right. I'm charging my phone. Have a good night, y'all. Sweet dreams. Traci out. Bye, y'all.